How the hell there's so many people here today? Wait, it's a Monday! How there's so many people around here today? Ah, damn! But still, welcome my dearest angels to another Blue Protocol Star Resin stream. I see, I say Angelo, which is honestly very surprising to see. I already see House like early. I see also Sans. Oh my god, I know that my voice is already getting high-pitched because I have news, which might only be exclusive only for today, that I can scream as much as I want today. You can see me gonna be topping up my compressor today because my parents are home! And so is my brother. So finally! Also, my computer's a bit slow right now because it's just now realized that I set up the max players on screen thing onto like 50. So I already have the game open, by the way. So yeah. Let me just see if it's... Okay, it's much better now. Good heavens. Okay, so my parents are officially back from vacation. It doesn't really mean that they're back on vacation. They went back to their vacations. So now I can finally scream at the top of my fucking lungs. I want to. I am screaming already! I'm not one that screams very loudly, first and foremost, because we're just starting. We're just starting. I need to save my voice. And usually when it comes to Blue Protocol Star Resin streams, I basically need to keep my voice quite a lot because I'm going to be talking like freaky nutso. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm not Jacksepticeye. I cannot really plant out those like really big screams, especially we're just starting. So give me a goddamn fucking break. I'm so sorry that I couldn't come yesterday. Well, it's good news anyway, because yesterday's team was incredibly terrible. Today was the first day of school after some... Really? Really? We're not even freaking September yet. How are you already having school? How are you having school already? It's not even September yet. I still remember when I was going to school, it always started like in the first week of September. The system. Oh, well, that sucks. Well, apparently it's not the same everywhere, apparently. Just come back. Just come to Portugal. You'll have a better school system here. At least I grew up to be like this, so heck if I know. But yeah. I mean, I always thought, really, that school should start September because August is still technically considered, like, summer, in a way. So it kind of really makes me feel a bit weirded out about the fact that it is the way that it is. But yeah, not a whole lot happened aside from, like, me just, like, now being alone and just being an absolute menace. By the way, my door's not even fully closed today because I have the slightest of hope to, like, scream very loudly and accidentally wake up my cat, and she then comes visit me. Even though that's not gonna be likely. She's already, like, so used to my antics that I don't even know if, like, just really speaking very loudly is just gonna wake her up like that. Also, she hasn't really eaten since the last time I placed her food, so I hope she gets up and eats soon. Because I have been, like, paying attention to her on the last, like, 2 weeks. She had a week where she was going very, very slowly, like running, and not even running. She was just like walking very suspiciously slow. And I got really worried, so I ended up like increasing like the food that she had, like the dosage a bit more, and that actually kind of worked. So I guess she was trying to make me feel guilty. What's his name? Her name is Sissy, and yes, I did not give up that name. I did not even know what that name actually meant for some people. My dad was the one that gave her the name that she has because it felt very feminine. And she is a very feminine looking cat. You would look at her and immediately say like, oh, she looks very feminine. And also because the way that she is kind of like so elegant. The way that she sits, maybe there's like something about her that just feels like she's just radiating elegance. And everyone, like a lot of people that when they found the litter that she was part of, everyone was saying like she was the most beautiful. That is not the reason why I would pick her, but they ended up like picking her for me. Because I was always nagging my parents to get a cat. And I finally got her when I was 12. I'm 27 now. She's already 15, by the way. Well, there are some names, and the way that I found that out was incredibly weird, because I was actually talking to some random players on a game called Sea of Thieves, and I really need to go back to that game. I'm just like a bit scared because now that game seems to be more like prone to PvP stuff, and I'm not really ready for that. And I was just like talking about some stuff, and I was trying to say my cat's name, but it was censored. And I'm like, what? Why is my cat's name censored? And I was just trying to find ways around to be able to say the name, and then some guy said like, oh, apparently it's a bad name for gay people. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to have a lot of explaining to do if I ever have any gay friends in the future. It just ended up being completely like random. It's like trying to name your child something and ended up like meaning something else in another country, or some other meaning to something completely unthought about, just never thought about. So you can see my shock when I realized that years later that my cat's name actually means something rude. So I sometimes just like give up a little bit of a heads up and never say her name, because I am now aware what it means, but it was not on purpose, and I didn't even name her. It was my dad. So my dad is already an old guy, so give him a break. Also, my cat, she's a lovely girl. So, I mean, I kind of hope she does come around. Even though the door is not it's not exactly full on shut, it's just slightly closed, so she can definitely open that. She always opens doors. So, I mean, she might have something with closed doors, because she hates closed doors. I don't know what's with her that she hates closed doors. I don't know why. She always does her thing to opening doors for some reason. So I'm just like kind of paying attention to see if she opens that up randomly. But anyway, when it comes to Blue Protocol Surrounded, actually before I even talk about this, I cranked down the temperature of my air conditioner because I really want to feel the cold on my freaking hands and legs. But for some reason, I feel incredibly bothered by feeling the cold on my arms. So I had to like wear something that I only wear in the wintertime, in the hopes that I feel somewhat comfortable. But I know damn well that I just only crank it down to 24 degrees Celsius, which is not a big deal, by the way. And just to make sure I feel kind of comfortable, but I know damn well that very, very soon I'm going to have to take this off because I'm going to be sweating. But yeah, I can finally talk louder. You can kind of already tell I'm going to be really obnoxious today. And speaking of Blue Protocol, like I was saying, I ended up like adjusting the settings. And one thing that I kind of need to do is whenever I'm actually going to be streaming the game, I need to actually set up the max players on screen to like less than 10 at least. And I do have like a thing that I noticed that apparently if I set the details to very low or none, suddenly my game runs better. I don't know why. You can even tell that my character's like moving much better. I'm not sure if that's going to be the same thing once I hop on to the next scene, but at least I seem to be able to do pretty much a lot of things this time. Now, another thing that I wish to do today is, since those little items they can basically create like replicas of raid gears are finally out today, I really hope with the current settings that I have, I can actually do like maybe some dungeons to be able to actually get more of those orange crystals. I can turn them into raid, like those like pink tickets. I'm not sure if actually how you're supposed to call them, pink tickets, and actually get myself some raid replica. And this is a very good season to be able to start working on all the classes. So the time has come. I don't know actually when is actually going to be the first year anniversary of Blue Protocol. I'm going to actually look it up. But in the meantime, let's always myself upon right up to Blue Protocol Star Residence. Am I leggy? I am not leggy. That is amazing. I'm not leggy today. Haha. I am not leggy today. Oh, I'm going to be screaming like freaking... Okay, so let me see. Blue Protocol Star Resonance. Release date on beta, maybe. Because the release date was October 9th. Yeah, it says officially released worldwide, though. Oh! Prior to launch, the global closed beta test, CBT, for the English version held its recruitment starting on July 24th, 2025. So this says the closed beta test recruitment was on July 24th, 2025. Closed beta test phase went on late summer 2025, were open 29,000 participant players. Good heavens. But the official global release date was October 9th, 2025. Apparently it's already been a bit over a month already since the recruitments happened. Okay, Shrek, it's alright. You can check the VOD if you want to. Have a nice sleep. Yeah, I understand a lot of people complain about the time that I stream. I completely understand. But one thing, I'm incredibly happy with this outfit, yet again. I feel like I'm gonna be using the same outfit for like a very long time, unless something absolutely tops it, like a freaking angel outfit. Oh, if they actually do that, I'm gonna go freaking broke, man. Alright. Okay, first things first, I remember there's a code that I have not said it, and I believe it has something to do. Maintenance delay, patch notes, maintenance notice. Okay, rape review. Usually those kind of rape review things usually have codes. Not this one, apparently. God damn. Wait, where's the freaking code? There's no code this time? I'm pretty sure there was a code. Also, apparently there's a new exclusive mount. And I believe usually these kinds of exclusive mounts... Oh, monthly card? Oh, it's the same thing. I forgot that we're not out of August yet. But I believe I have to go to Meowlux. And mounts. Not here, apparently. So it's not a Meowlux specific? Oh, Chroma customization voucher. Nope, it is not on the Meowlux, apparently. So is it a... Also, this is the new outfit, by the way. We just had a new season pass. And I'm not really a fan of it, because it already reminds me of another outfit we already have. So, I'm not sure if I'm really into it, frankly, because I could maybe do something very similar. For my character, it wouldn't look good. But I know for some other people, they would be so much into this shit. Okay, I need to eventually work a little bit more on the Deep Slumber Psychoscope, because not only I'm not 100 yet, but I also have this little slot that I need to put down something. And the class Rhapsody factors, it is something to do with the, that one minigame in Bahama Islands that you need to go around and killing things. Not the tower defense one, but the other one. Okay? Ooh, okay. Can I get all of this one? No, I cannot. But I'm pretty close. I can get more G10 factor select boxes, which is something I kind of want. I would pretty much like that. Thank you very much. And I've finally found ways to be able to get a bunch of the Echoes Embar's Resonance Sigils. Just farm for gear. You'll be able to get a lot of these, and you might as well just capped out of 4 dungeons later. And you need to do 6 weekly at least, so we can be slightly lazy and still be able to get a lot of things from here. That's just how I am. Excuse me, ma'am. Shiny rewards, please? Okay, so do you have good shit? That is bad shit, because it has mostly a mastery. That is bad shit as well. Why? Oh, at least I have another one. Oh, that is better. Weight attack 2%. That is good. I'm gonna pick that one even though I don't think I need it. And then these ones. Please always give me more gear or more of these, please. Always give me more of these. Kidoki. Okay, I actually might check on my necklace. How good is my current necklace? I think I dodged a bullet there because I would rather have versatility than freaking luck, honestly, because luck just gets attracted really easily. And I already have an embedded sigil anyway, so that will just, if I just replace it, not only will just go down because it's back to 0% reflection or 0 perfection, but also because I will be missing on the sigil. The sigils have been like something very hard for me to get around because they apparently just don't drop naturally. You actually just get it only from chests, which becomes a bit problematic because you can only like get a max 6 elite keys and boss keys. So, and you can only get like 2 per day, technically. So you either just like let 3 days pass by, or you just do it every day. I mean, I prefer to do it every day because that way I can form a habit. But I know some people that will just let it stack. Mainly like even late elite players tend to still do that for some odd reason. When am I gonna be able to get out of the chaotic variations thing? I love this one. It looks so freaking cute. The last one is Void Conductor. It even like disappears for some reason. Oh, it disappears because I have it like hide. Yeah? Don't I? Yeah, I have it to hide. Okay. Okay, what should I do next? What time is it, by the way? It is 10:46, so no new bosses have spawned yet. So might I have a look at the gear then? I haven't played this in ages. Oh! For some of you, it may have seemed like it hasn't really changed much. But it has changed a lot for me. Okay. Ooh. Wait. Are you telling me I can get 14 of these? 14 of these! I can just get them. Oh, I've been... Actually, I probably should be getting the illusion breaking crystals first. I can still get 13 of them. Actually, I just now realized it's not... Actually, wait, what? Oh yeah, I can get 13 of these. I was like, wait a minute. But then I realized I already had this set up to max. And I don't think I need to buy these. But I'm just gonna transform these just in case. Yeah. 13 illusion breaking things. This feels so surreal, man. I think I'm like falling onto a trap or something. Oh my god, I can actually do this. Hold up. 260, 270, Okay, I need Gauntlet. Gauntlet needs to be replaced because it's 250 right now. I can get it to 260. And it will still keep the piece. I don't know which one am I using right now. This is then the focus one. Okay, focus. This one is 250 as well. So I need to replace these two. This one is focus is active, crit damage. So these both are Radiant Barrage? No. Wait, huh? It is! Both of them are both Radiant Barrage, okay. I remember that maybe one of the bracelets is not. Yeah. And this one... Oh yeah, so it's the helmet, my helmet, and my left bracelet that have the different 2-piece. The other one have a 4-piece, so I only need to swap up this one and that one to 260s. Let's see how I'm gonna lose because... Let's see, actually I don't even know. So... Raid pieces. Actually, since I need to focus, that I need to remember that it's not the Falcon Strike. It is this one. And I need to get you. And also get a piece for a raid. Or like a replica version of this one. I got it right? Yeah. I'm just getting really nervous because I don't want to fuck it up. That's all I'm terrified to do. I think I got it. There we go. God, I have like 12. I can maybe... Actually, I might be able to work on my other 2 classes because I just need like 6 pieces of gear for each, right? Technically, I could do that. That would really help out. Actually, before I do anything, let me just equip them. So I don't accidentally sell them. This is actually kind of nice. It's really nice they actually are being this free. Oh, I was like, wait, where did I get the thing? It is here. Okay. And now I can sell the other ones that I have. Be able to get the stones back. Yeah, I know. Okay, do not remind me again today. Mm-hmm. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, Mercy. If you want more gold silvers to embed gear, you can have one every week with the PNG Eric. Huh? Erica? Next to alchemy. You can exchange sigils to have boxes every... Oh, you're talking about that. Yeah, I think we're talking about it, Curl. By the way, Curl, everyone, meet Curl. I'm probably... I don't want to be shy or anything. But Curl is actually part of the same guild that I am. So I do know him. And I'm pretty sure that I already know about that, Curl. It's basically that one NPC that is actually outside of the alchemy. However, my problem with that is that I apparently don't have enough shards to be able to exchange to get to the boxes. But people already told me to, like, oh, instead of like just AFK farm with the marksman, try out with a healer or like with a support character. And I'm like, okay then. I also just completely forgot that I need to reforge my equipment. I completely forgot to do that. Okay. Bring it on! This really hurts my ears. Okay, not haste. I need more crit. I need more crit. Okay, I'm not done though. The thing is, it's not painful. I mean, if you were to, like, play the game every day and feel like you don't have any other game to play, I guess. But I do have plenty of other games to play if I want to. And, honestly, I can just leave the game to be AFK if I want to. I have some time to do that. However, I was not winning. I was not getting those many shards that I thought I was gonna get. And more often than not, I would not even be able to get another box, even after spending a day in grinding. And it would be weird because I did say that to some people who are like, wait, that doesn't really make any sense. And didn't realize that actually I'm not sure if it was Rocky that said this. I'm like, hey, you're probably doing it wrong. Like, apparently if you're using marksman, you probably don't get as much, because if you're in like a line with a lot of people, especially line 1 has like plenty of people, you're gonna find yourself not being able to hit everything. See? I only have enough for 2. I am not kidding. Actually, I might know why. I haven't really bought the things from the, honest... Yeah, I figured. I am gonna get these. They're more important. 100 might not do it, though. Get these as well. I could maybe buy more reforge stones. But I'm also gonna get these. I might as well just be able to buy it nearly everything. Get the excellent modules. I don't need to get these anymore because these are 240 gear. I kind of want to get the Luno. I've been kind of lowish on Luno. I might just, like, put everything there. Okay, now I still have a bit. And golly, that I saved at least a bit to be able to get a bit more Rose Orb. It's not a whole big deal, but at least it should be fine. I'm gonna be stacking on these as well. And I don't have enough to be able to do a pull on the, Actually, now that I'm here, sigils. Ugh. See? It is not enough. What am I doing? Okay, get these first. Yeah, I didn't get it. God damn it. Okay, get these anyway. And I'm not gonna be AFK farming this stream. It wouldn't really make any sense. But do I have any Will Wish coins? To be able to do, like, maybe a gacha pool if I want to. No, I do not. No, I do not. And probably for the best. I might actually get something in the season pass anyway, since I already bought it. So it shouldn't really be too bad. Yoink. Okay, what we have here for unstable realms. We have this butte. which, still to this day, I haven't really done it enough to understand its entire mechanics, because I know there's one where I kind of do it a bit too early, I guess, where you get assigned with a musical note, and you have to interact with one of the bubbles that have the same musical note that you have. But I think I do it too early, because by the time I click it and then some time passes by, he does that one ability that if you not interact with the bubble, you die. For me, it's just like, it ends up like happening, a bit too early, and I end up dying because the bubble just like pops up. I don't play this game enough with the sound on to actually even remember this kind of like audio track, which is still good. I still prefer the yellow one. Okay, I still don't know what these ones are for. I've been getting rid of these. Yet, probably they are for something useful, and encoding overload, holy shit. It's because I'm alt-tabbing like crazy, that's why. And also because of the dungeons. I might set things up a bit differently. You can kind of see how really, really smooth my character moves right now. Mine may just like change a few things in the settings. Hopefully, it'll run better without having to go against the encoding overloads again while I'm entering dungeons. So that means I'm probably not going to be able to do dungeons today. Which is fine. It's weird how I can just go around the whole map without any issues. But here, there comes a whole different thing. Okay. I won't change the FPS. The FPS is gonna make it really awful. I'm gonna put it up on low quality. Actually, it doesn't seem like it changes that much. I mean, then again, I'm kind of used to these kinds of settings. And if anyone were to see my emblems right, they'll be like, damn, this player's from Season 1. Yeah. Once I commit to MMO, I'm in. The only few MMOs that I did not commit, though, was Metin 2. I believe I never really fully committed to Metin 2 because the HUD was far too overwhelming for me. And that is one of the things I'm always incredibly careful, is if I'm ever going to be committing to an MMORPG game, one of the few things I'm going to make sure is that the HUD, or whatever is on screen, is not going to be too overwhelming for me. Gotta love it when that Stormblade does nothing. And bye-bye. There we go. I feel like the background actually got lighter. Could have been the child quality option. Whoa! I just now realized on Discord, you guys, the Immortality Guild, they're all together today. Man, I wish I were there. And now I could technically, if I want to, do one of these with bots, right? Yep, apparently I could. But I might not need to do a lot of them, especially now the raid pieces are out, and you can just get them through the replicas, which is honestly freakishly amazing. And now I'm tempted to do something. Now that I am technically fully geared up. Actually, no. I haven't really enhanced some of the gear just yet. Let me see. I haven't done the gear breakthrough on most of these. Ugh, God. Huh? Why do I have a 250 here? Wait, hold up. wish I could hit my head on a wall right now. I forgot about the bracelets! Then... Well. I need to remember. I believe the left one was this one? Falcon Strike? I knew something was up, man. I freaking knew. Okay, left one is Falcon Strike. The right one is Great Damage. Focus. Good thing I actually did check on time. Holy fuck. Okay, this one is Falcon. This one is this one. Okay, now I can finally get it good. Yeah. That should really ramp up my freaking Battle Awakening. Okay, there we go. That does confirm it that now I have it correct. Dismantle. Wait, does that mean I also get the almost infinite number of Reforce Stones? Because that will fix my issue very quickly. Yeah, don't remind me again. I'm doing this exactly because I want to get rid of some of the other ones. There we go. And now I can reforge these ones. Okay, maybe I'm not gonna have enough. Because they were different reforge stones. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. I need to get more from the other one. And why do I always land on haste now? God damn. Okay, what I mean is that on the gear exchange here on RV, now, these are 240. These are 240. Why can I not? Oh, Creator Perfection. So I need to get all of them, all of the pieces that I have right now to perfect it. Maybe this 15 will be fine. Thank you very much. These are 240 though. Alright then. Hopefully I can make it work still. Maybe if I'm a bit lucky, I won't be too far off. Nope, I am not getting there. Oh, that was so close though. You son of a bitch. You were so freaking close. At least it did land on haste though. And it is increasing my ability score quite a bit more than I thought. Please, give me more. Oh, I am getting them! Oh, hallelujah. Okay. It's probably not going to be enough, but hopefully, it will still be helpful. Okay. Wait, is this 260? This is 260. So, I need to do something to be able to get more of these reinforcements. By the way, what time is it? Yeah, I think it is time that I need to look for elites and bosses. Let me pop up the boss spawn tracker. I'll probably be able to get the rest of the other ones eventually. But I need to see which people are focusing right now. Damn, the Weight Watch is already done on the first line. Apparently, Predator Arachnocrab on line 4 is being attacked. So I shall go for that one. Yeah, this always ends up happening to me. Okay, I actually might just set up the Discord here to be not showing anything, just it doesn't lag out. Okay. See, I thought I could be screaming. I was gonna be able to scream for the entirety of the stream. I'm already getting a little bit eepy. Hey, I did not consume my supposed daily amount of chocolate. Oh, we're all in 4 too. Heck yes. Ooh. Okay, 61%. That is fine. I guess I was just a bit late, but not the worst. Boing. Boing. Ah. That little mechanic that boss has is really annoying. It'll just like stop you from attacking for a few seconds and then shit. And then just like sometimes the boss may target you or not, and he's just like dead. It's simple as that. Wait, it's just the two of us? Wait, are you soloing? Wait, you have an ocean weapon. I just not realized that. Although technically, so do I. But mine is still like, I'm free to play in these kinds of aspects. I have not really bought any sort of stones to be able to get my ocean weapon. So I'm just slowly but surely getting the ocean weapon with time. But I'm not sure if there's going to be a moment where they're going to be increasing the amount that I need. Because I believe now that I need 20 to be able to pass the level from 100 to 140. And honestly, I can really... Ah, shit! Oh, it's not targeting me. Lovely. I think if someone is in front of me, they actually get targeted instead. Okay, what do we get? We get 5. Okay, and we do get Echoes of Amber Sigil Shards. And then, in that case, Season Hub again. Just give me more of these, please. Aw, I can only get 1? Bummer. Okay. I was about to call them Soundweaver. Does the Beat Performer went to the other line? Let's see about that. I think it has already been targeted because it's still 100%, but the little square with a line... Okay, it is being targeted. Okay, it just went down to 95%. Well, I'm gonna tag along with this one. But yeah, I technically do have an ocean weapon. However, it is in the works. Since I don't buy any of those stones... Shit. I know it's not showing the animation, but I just get targeted anyway because you can see that my ability is locked. Shit! This is not the most annoying boss out there, though. But it does have some kind of annoying-ish mechanics. Get the homestead thing out of the way. I mean, it has to be so easy to do the dragons back in Season 1 right now. I kind of am tempted to do it because I'm gonna go alone. It's not gonna be like really laggy if that's the case. Also, I need to close this notepad. I don't have anything open right now aside from the usual. I probably could close Steam. Not like fully closed, but you know, just close your window. It'll be fine. Oh, the curse of the marksman. If you jump, you know you're dead. It just happens. Also, I thought today that I was not gonna have the YouTube side working very well because the bot was refusing to log in with my YouTube stuff. But it turns out it was just being weird. Eventually worked after a second try. Oh, we have a third one? No, we're just the two of us still. Just the two of us. Da 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 da. Just the two of us. Hey, yo! Getting a bit too close there, aren't you? Perfect. Even though I don't have anything out of cooldown just now. Boing. And actually I should be farming Predator Arachnocrab more often than the other one that I did. Okay, 2 deletes. Done out of the way. And I can only get those. How the heck did I already build this up? But that's fine. I'm not sure if the amount of things I've just got is gonna be enough. But I'm not it. Because I know damn well that as soon as I'm done with this one, which I just need like 20 more, I can finally like unlock the max capacity of the reforged stones, and I can start getting like tons of reforged stones for other classes that I want to build. And it is my objective to then work on my Shield Knight with Shield spec, and then on my Verdant Oracle with the Lifebind spec. And maybe if I have to, maybe I can just change these ones eventually, but I do want to become like a jack of all trades. I've said this plenty of times. I want to be able to do a bit of like each type class. I'm not going to be saying like every class because I believe that would be far too much of an investment. But for these late parts of the game, especially for this season, because this season didn't really bring much to the table, but it still brought some things just so the game wouldn't like die out. But it made sure that we would be able to rest, we would be able to do the things that we need. Also, why is your file's text always whitish? Why is Jafal's text white? I have yet to figure that out why. Why is the bot always with freaking... Oh, it's also not even the Twitch bot. It's not even just all the bots. It's just the YouTube bot that just gets white text. That's weird. There has to be something. Also, some people say like, hey, you can maybe adjust your modules a bit more. Yeah, I know. But Life Wave and Agility Boost are pretty good right now. Pretty good. But I need to increase a bit more of the Strength Boost, because apparently Strength Boost is a bit better than Agility Boost. And I also need to find something in the lines of Damage Stack and Elite Strike. I need to get more of these two. However, with my luck with modules, I at least was able to get Life Wave to 6, which is already a huge thing. However, if I can get something even bigger than 8 would be good. So actually, let me see. From all of the Life Wave things that I've gotten, anything above 5. What do I have? Why do I have a support thing with Life Wave? But technically, no, I don't have anything above 8 if I want to. So for some reason, the support module does have it. But yeah. Now, the next thing I'm probably going to do is go for Elite. And I sometimes go to this one, actually. Just so I can go from 1 to 1 to 1 to get all of them to be done. But I think this time I'm just gonna go back to the Doberman. Because actually I cannot even navigate there, which is stupid. But at least if I get a sigil, it'll be a worth sigil. Because like the bottom parts of the gears, like bracelets, charms, and stuff like that, they will use different types of sigils. And more often than not, it is only gonna be the epic sigils. Unless you have some very specific sigil that works on that. And also, I forgot that now I have a Season 2 sigil from the raids, but it is agility, so I need to use it. I just don't know where to use it. Because, I think I already have some of the things already upgraded, like my weapon. And I probably should save it for, like, maybe bracelets and charms and stuff like that, because those ones are incredibly specific, and I'm not 100% sure if the Season 2 sigils can be embedded into them. I guess I can just find that out very soon. Just let me finish up first with this Elite. Why is this one gone? God damn, one of the worst things that I have to do every time is always change lines. I know it's like, at this point, it is a big benefit that this game has, just like changing lanes, so that way you can just kill off the same boss over and over and over again without having to wait excruciating hours for it to spawn again, which is amazing. And I know some MMOs still do that, but my computer is not fast enough. Also, this one has also been killed. So let me just backtrack maybe. Go lane 1, even though I'm pretty sure some people are actually AFK farming there, so maybe I should have not done that. I probably should have not done that. I guess I'll have to find out. Okay, line 3 it is then. Line 3 it is. I believe I started out either in line 4 or line 5. But also these elites just take about 3 minutes to spawn. But time is money on streaming, so even though I don't really earn that much, but still. Oh, there you are. Perfect. And I barely take damage now. I do take some damage, but it's not bad. Okay, you gone. There we go. Didn't get anything for that. Okay. Also, I still have so many quests to do. I have been hoarding them just so I'll be able to spend some time doing them quests. I'm not sure if I actually got any sort of reforge stones that I could actually take advantage on. But I'm gonna try to just reforge just a tad bit more. Just a tad bit more. And maybe embed some of the things, because they're gonna stay. Yeah. Hello there, Zardy. Welcome to stream. Hoping you're having a lovely day. How you doing? I can scream at top of my lungs. I'm actually, like, a bit like this. I'm actually kind of far away from my microphone. I'm not even sure if it's actually picking up. The fact that it actually is, and it's still, like, tapping on red still? Great! I do wonder when my brother is actually gonna arrive. He is eventually gonna be arriving from his outing with his friends. Also, speaking of that, I need to see if I still need specific items for the embedments. Embedments? That is a word that is gonna be hard for me to actually get over it. You're good. Oh, come on! I need 5 people to change this one. Oh my god, it's just one as well. At least it's capped. Ah, finally. Oh, this is gonna be a tough decision now. Because do I get another illusion breaking core so I can start working in the other classes and have like tons of replicas? Or do I get myself more of these? Technically I just need one, so I'm just gonna do this. It'll be fun. Up. Now I can finally change this one. Modification to crit. And now I'm finally done with my setup. I just need to upgrade them. Do a gear breakthrough on some of these, and I'll be fine and dandy. I got an armor in his divination. They tried to make me an armor main, but I have better options. Mariama Meta Freddy. Well, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Don't bench Narmere. I swear to God, do not bench Narmere. Even though I am basically not the most... How do I say this? I'm not gonna be like the best person to give you advice, but there has been reports of Narmer breaking the game, especially in like Desolate Lands, yes, the dragons, in some way or the other. You just need to find a way how. But it apparently Narmer at R6, maybe with the divinates, I'm not sure if divinations is necessary, but it has been proven that he is actually pretty fucking good against the dragons. You just need to know which one it was, because I cannot really remember at the top of my head right now. Okay, gear breakthrough. You already fully broken through. I'm not gonna get enough for all of them. Why do I still have you? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can just break through one at a time. I'm not gonna have, like... I'm not gonna have enough to break them all. But at least go one at a time. I was only 5 away for you. Honor coin? Can I only get it from here? Oh, well, shit. How much did I get? Barely anything, actually. Barely anything. But it is a start. Most of my stuff here is already nearly done. It is gonna be a pain in the butt to be able to break through other equipments. If I really want to, because... I mean, do I get those in the raid gear? In the raid... when I do raids, I mean. When I do raids, do I still get those things? Because if I do, it does make it easier. I am also now very tempted to go to Stereo Plains. Go here. And try maybe one of the dragons myself. Because those things go down very easily now. And the last time whenever I always do the raids, we do all the raids. And I do it with my guild. So I still don't have a full-on idea about the scaling of damage that we have gone through so far. Okay, up and up. Okay, I'm gonna just go challenge. What do you mean? Oh, does that mean... No, 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 no. Oh, I can go alone. Okay. For a second, I thought I needed, like, 12 people. Because sometimes they say, like, oh, you need at least a minimum of 12 people to be able to join these kinds of matches. I believe since this one is a backtrack, you technically don't need it. I mean, I'm in, so there's that. We're here. The blue one is over here. Well, that one in front is the golden one or the yellow one. That one is red. Yeah. Let's start off with an easy one. See how much damage I can actually do now that I'm nearly done. Yeah, I don't need it. That is so bright as well. Hmm? It's probably not going to be enough for me to break it. Oh, I think it's going to phase out. Oh, it's going to phase out. That's going to be a problem. I thought maybe if I had some buffs, I could actually make it through without phasing. The problem with this part here is that, you can actually kind of freeze. Okay, warm me up. There we go. I mean, do I have the necessity to actually break both since I'm going on alone? Got stamina. I think, yeah. Oh, never mind. Holy shit. Holy shit, I just need to break one then. Oh, actually, it's possibly because this is technically, like, interpret this as, like, easy mode, not nightmare mode. There we go. I'm still gonna be doing the dragons with my guild eventually, maybe around like Saturday. But at least this time I get... at least next time I'm just gonna get friendship points, which honestly might be useful. So in this case, maybe I can get myself some buffs, just so I can get through most things faster. Next one is this one. Some people prefer to do the red dragon last because it can actually bug out. This one, not so much. It's so weird that now, since we're all in Season 3, you can actually solo these dragons. What's up, bitch? Yeah, you barely hurt me now. Are you cute? Oh yeah. Since I'm alone, I'm gonna put in an edge. If I die, I die. It's fine. It actually did hurt a bit there. Oop. Oh god, I forgot this mechanic. He still did though. I forgot that I need to activate the crystal whenever he's about to jump. I'm fine. Don't teleport me out. Fuck. If I go back, can I still get the chest or do I start it all over again? Oh, come on. I did not get the chest. Speaking of chests, I need to eventually go back to... Actually, I just need to check up on the Reclaim Hub. Is there anything I have not collected? Oh, I did not collect you, the module. But this is probably not going to give me anything. I'm going to hoard those. I'm going to be hoarding them. Maybe it'll just give me when I leave. Ooh. Ooh, it's laggy. It was laggy for a second there. Okay, this one tends to sometimes break. But I'm still under the serum and food buff effects. I remember that whenever we do this one, you always play like the little game of those like affect everyone with Corona, which is that thing, by the way. I remember how hard this one used to be. But at least now it's really easy. I remember that one of the bigger problems with this one is that there was a mechanic that some of us had to be teleported to the other side. And if there was not enough damage, it was a gone and gone situation. Did I just get another chest? Oh, God. At least we're done here. Now, technically, it has been proven that you can now just solo those dragons like no problem whatsoever. And I see them back in Season 4, we can also solo the Season 2 ones. Which is absolutely astonishing, really. Because Season 2 bosses are really cool, though. They're kind of simple in my eyes. These Season 3 ones, this is basically the same boss over and over again, but like with little upgrades. So what is this gonna take me? Hey, yo! I just feel it. Oh, this is awesome. If you tried to accompany the camera like this, it would... Oh god, they had to like make it be so close to the water, just makes it so cool though. This is one of the reasons why I freaking love this game. The parkour and the flying aspect of this game. It's so amazing. Okay, and for some reason they just lead me here though. Of all places, they just lead me here. Yeah, I can be done with it. At least next time I'm just gonna be getting friendship points, which I also need. A lot of the times I just end up AFKing for friendship points. Okay. Aha! That should... Really? Really? I need another one? What else do I need? Fucking need to be able to... Deliver today appearance set. Don't even know what that is. And then all of these ones, there's no gold trophy in this one. No gold trophy, no gold trophy. No gold trophy, no gold trophy, no gold trophy. There is a gold trophy, but I need to do masters to do it. And possibly it won't be too bad. It says a total score and a score of 4425 on any master dungeon. So I might be able to get 2 golden trophies if I pair up with someone to do masters. Oh yeah, this is gonna be the last one we're gonna do. I'm gonna be able to do it on Saturday. This is basically the very last raid boss for this season. Which, I'm not sure if they have already released any sort of information in regards to the nightmare version of it. And I want to see if they give off anything. Because the nightmare versions for the Season 3 raids have added up a few things, but mostly at the end. Really. I mean, I don't know if I should be saying this. Is this supposed to be like something that we gatekeep or something? Hopefully not. Because I believe when it comes to our guild, we don't really mind sharing some of the things we do. But for this one, the Season 1... Not Season 1, the Season 3 first raid boss. If this thing will actually freaking work. Also need to set it up for Nightmare instead. There we go. I always got for that one, though. But for this one, I think I already said it before, but for this one, it has this little mechanic. Last time I actually did this, I did not survive until this point. But then again, oh my god, I just now realized how much of nuisance I was being last time. Because last Saturday, we did raids, and I don't know what was wrong with me, that I ended up, like, nearly ruining a lot of the situations. Especially when it comes to, like, starting up the raids and stuff like that. The leader, I kind of want to call him Boss Soup, but that's why we all call him anyway. Even though his name is Cryptor. But the leader was just being a very nice leader as he always is. And just, like, explaining the whole mechanics of the game and everything like that. Just like saying like, hey, just only take the consumables when I tell you so. And I still remember this because I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna like, I'm still gonna be feeling bad for the fact that I did this, even though it was completely accidental. The very first time, he was actually explaining something about this boss in particular, the nightmare version, and for some reason, I was trying. It was because I saw that a lot of people were doing a very specific dance, which was dance 5, I believe. I saw a lot of people like doing this dance in particular, and I'm like, well, I have like the dance 1 here instead. I'm like, well, then I'm just gonna change to dance 5 while boss was explaining because I already kind of know what he's talking about. Big mistake, because I did not realize that my character was facing the boss, and for me, when I was trying to like click here and stuff like that, my character immediately just did this, and I started up the battle, and I immediately was like, fuck me. I knew that I was like not supposed to do that. And I've done raids before. I was a raid leader once, not in this game. But I still know how much of a hassle that is. Even though these kinds of like mishaps didn't really happen much in Skyforge, because a lot of the abilities, they were either like very, if they were supposed to be like global range or something like that, or gonna be like very long range, they usually were ultimates. So they were not gonna be anything like left clicks or right clicks and stuff like that. And a lot of the ones that were like left clicks and right clicks, they were like targeted, they were like actual lock into the boss. So if you were trying to aim somewhere else, it really wouldn't happen anything at all. It wouldn't be shooting anything. And I'm saying this is like the archer class in Skyforge. But for this one, you don't really need to be locked out on anything. You can check here, everything like that. And that's what it happened. We actually did it first try though, which is stupid because I legit was like realized, well, I'm gonna do like a beginning, like a burn at the beginning. I'm gonna like throw in all of my stuff in the beginning, but I'm not gonna be too optimistic that we do this at first try because probably a lot of people were not prepared. Somehow we did it. We did it first try without zero fucking problems, and after that, people told me like, hey, to not have this happen to you again, you just need to emote. I'm like, huh? And apparently, if you emote, even if you click anything, it will lock you on it. And I never knew about this. So if you're too scared to click on anything, to click on any of the abilities you have, actually left click, you still can kind of work. But this is because it's the dash. But if you want to make sure you don't click on anything, I end up like doing this a lot often than not, just getting myself in the corner, just like put myself like this and just like have my back facing the boss. And then when like the leader said like, oh, we're actually going to be starting, and then I actually get out of the emote, because apparently if you click on anything, it can possibly dash and stuff like that. But if you were to actually do any sort of abilities, it's kind of stupid that you have to wait up for the character to have weapon back. But yeah, if I were to do like anything like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm clicking a lot of these buttons, nothing happens. So it is safe to say that if you want to make sure you don't like fuck it up like I did, make sure to emote. First thing that you need to do when you actually enter the dungeon, just emote. Just so nothing that you do, maybe there's going to be some exceptions, but at least you don't accidentally click on any of the button abilities, because I can absolutely guarantee you that that was not an auto problem. I didn't have auto on, and always the leader always like just really shoves it out in our heads to not have auto on. And like you can have auto on if you have some things that need to be autoed or could be better if they're autoed. But when the battle does happen, I myself only have auto for like only these two. The rest is not auto at all. And the second time that I actually ended up like having another issue of the same degree of sorts, I believe it was because of consumables. And this time I actually ended up like forgetting to emote again. But the thing is, actually, now that I realize, I think it was on the second attempt that actually people told me like, hey, emote. I don't believe the first time actually that was necessary because we cleared the boss in first try. The second attempt was on the second boss, and we did wipe a first time, and I was so bummed out. I was so bummed out. Because, I was already kind of expecting, like, oh my god, I did this again, even though it was for different reasons. Instead of being, like, because I was trying to, like, swap an emote, just swapping after Dance 1 to Dance 5, this time it was because I was just trying to be early with consumables. Because there's always that thought that maybe, like, the leader's gonna forget something, he's gonna forget to, like, say that you need the food buffs to refresh the food buffs and stuff like that. And, oh, you just need to click on them? You need to click on their text. Okay, then. But, yeah, on this boss in particular, I was trying to get the consumables early. And I was trying to get the food buff and the serum buff. And usually for you to actually, get any sort of buffs, like, for example, I want to do this, I just need to press, need to shift from F1 to go to the left, and F3 to go to the... Even though for some reason F3 is not working. The fuck? Why is F3 not working? Why is F3 locked? Well, whatever. But, if I want to then use... Okay, it was locked because of the cursor, okay. And to be able to use a consumable, I need to hit F2. I'm using a Season 2 serum, it's fine. But, I accidentally fat-fingered, and instead of pressing 2, I hit between the 2 and the 3, which caused me to do this. While facing the boss. So, you can kind of, like, see how bummed out I am at myself to have that happen again. And accidentally, by the way. And need I add that the leader at that day was so tired. He was so tired. And I do believe it was because he did a previous raid. For me, the raid that I participate on Saturdays actually happens at 1 AM on Sunday, actually. But it is still kind of counts as Saturday raids. And the one he did was an 8 PM Saturday raid earlier. And apparently that one actually might have dragged on for quite a while. That they probably only ended it like maybe 2 hours before the other raid was supposed to happen. So he barely had any time to rest. And I could tell by his voice. Hold on. I'm getting a call. I'm getting a call from my mom. Hold up. Okay, just had a call there. It was my mom. My mom was like calling me like, hey, you did this, you did that. And I apparently did forget to do one of the things. Surprise, surprise to nobody. But yeah. She was just making sure everything was okay. She told me that apparently my brother actually left and he went to actually my grandma's house, which is nice. He's probably there with my my uncle from France and like basically my friend's side of my family. Even though they're still technically Portuguese, they're leaving France, but they're actually still passing some time here in Portugal this time. But apparently, I forgot something. I forgot that the shields are still outside, and it's already 11:39 PM. So it's about to rain a bit, if we could call it that, and probably gonna get a bit wet. So fuck. I knew I was forgetting something, but at least most of the house is still good. But my mom was just making sure everything was okay. So, back what I was saying, I was really pissed at myself for letting those things happen. I mean, if it was just once, fine. If it was to be just once, it would have been fine. But the fact that I did it a second time, I nearly, like, I was getting so upset at myself. I was so upset at myself for letting that happen. So, now that I know that I can technically emote and not let anything else happen, hopefully the next time we do raids, the guild and I do raids, I still remember to do emote, just put myself in the corner of shame and just, like, not let anything happen. So why is it suddenly so dark on my phone? Maybe freaking lightning? Grace? I still love how some people were, like, so sad at me. Especially Gary. I still remember Gary that he ended up, like, noticing that I was so upset about the whole situation. And I just ended up, like, putting myself in that position as I showed earlier. And he was just, like, trying to pet me. The guild is so nice, man. They're all so nice. I legit was, like, expecting to be in a guild of, like, maybe a bit more distant people. Because, I do say that my previous guild, back in Skyforge, the original scene, we weren't that distant. I mean, there were, like, a variety of people. We were the biggest guild in that game. Anyway, so there was, like, those really big expectations. And, and we were trying to do our best, even though this guild in particular, even though it's like one of the best guilds in the game, it is not exactly a guild made for the ridiculously grinder people, basically. And I don't mean grinders like the application. I don't mean that. I mean those kinds of people that are really, really, like, really just, like, paying attention to this game and this game only. I don't know what you call it. Experts? Something about that? The hardcore. Yeah, hardcore players. This is not the guild for hardcore players. This is, like, for more, like, laid-back players like me, which is amazing because I have not fully committed to this game just yet. Even though I play it every day, I do things every day, there are some things I have yet to learn and actually be able to make up a routine for myself to be able to become at the same level as a lot of people in the guild are. I know some people are, like, maybe whales, and that's why they, maybe that's why they're so ahead. Because, yes, there are gonna be whales nearly everywhere. But, I feel like I can maybe making through this game without actually spending so much. I already kind of spent way too much already by, by getting that goddamn costume that I'm currently wearing, and also buying every season pass. By the way, the season pass is not even that expensive. It's not even, like, 10 euros, which is really great. And you get a lot of stuff for, like, a month, if not more than that. Actually, you can maybe get it for, like, 2 or 3 months, maybe. Which is really, really works it out. Whew. Okay. So let me see if there's anything in regards to the nightmare mode of this one. I'm not sure if they're gonna be just, like, making things a bit harder. They told me something. Like, legit, they told me something about this one that will be even less forgiving. I do not remember anymore. It says here on Nightmare Mode, Casualty Warp also deals massive damage to adventurers. This one, I remember that on the last raid we did, I ended up, like, for some reason, just changing my position, like, last second. And that's why I got sent off to freaking Narnia. Because you have, like, 2 options when it comes to this. You either get yourself to the furthest corner possible from this, just, like, go to the line and just, like, make sure your back is still facing that. Or make sure you're here, and your back is actually facing this. And what happens if you stand here? You basically just get, like, sent off to the outside, but at least you'll be sending off to the direction you're facing. So, at least you'll be sent back to, like, maybe where the other players are, but if you're there, nothing will happen. However, I don't really trust myself to do that strategy still yet, because I believe you need to be in kind of a specific distance, so the orb doesn't really send you off. Because there's the possibility that if you are just a little bit off, there's a possibility that the orb will still reach you. Apparently now it also deals massive damage, which is problematic, because that means we're also gonna have to get shielded. Or we're gonna have to use some sort of imagine that reduces the damage. Yeah, it also says if adventurers need to switch platforms, they should stand close to the damage zone facing their desired landing spot. I see mostly just the tanks doing this. I don't see, like, much of the other players doing this. Maybe there's going to be some necessity for that, but I don't know. Usually, if you want to just swap up places, you just need to be like where this kind of border is. Facing that way, make sure you're facing that way, so when you get sent, you'll actually be able to reach it. This one, I am still a bit of a loss, I'll tell you. Because, I mean, if you do have like a number 1 or 2 with you, that will change a lot, apparently. Because you're going to get tethered, first and foremost. You're going to get tethered, and that tether is going to connect you to the crystal that you need to interact with. And, I think, even if you're not like tethered to the crystal closest to you, or to the side that you are, I think you can still technically interact with it. But the thing is, there's gonna be like usually 2 people that are gonna have like numbers on top of them. If you have the number 1, that means you have to be first to interact, and you usually need to interact immediately. But then if you're number 2, that means that you need to only interact with the crystal that you are tethered with few seconds after the first person actually interacted. I believe it's like between 5 to 6 seconds. Because apparently, from what I've learned from just like visualizing, is that the one that interacts with it does the whole animation. Whenever they start, you get teleported, and then you get teleported to a safe zone. But then, depending on the time like sparing in between like the first and the second one, will basically mean a lot, because I believe the lasers, they're like the safe zone is not going to stay up forever. So at some point, it's just going to disappear, and that's why eventually some people actually get killed. So what happens then is that apparently from maybe like from the first trigger to the second trigger, like 5 to 6 seconds is like ideal, because eventually maybe after the 6 seconds the laser will pop up again on the safe zone. So that means that the first one needs to clear it, we get teleported, and then when before the whole thing was happening, if the tank, or I usually think it's a tank, but it's not the tank, if the second person triggers the crystal after like 5 to 6 seconds, then we get teleported back to where the second person triggered the crystal, and then we get ourselves on another safe spot. It's weird. I think this doesn't really tell you enough, but it's a bit weird, I tell you that. It may actually feel for a lot of people incredibly overwhelming. And I don't blame you at all, because I was so overwhelmed when first that happened. And this one is actually pretty simple. There's going to be 2 things for that to happen. When, either there's going to be like a situation where some people either get this, or get this, or get this, just randomly. Or there's going to be like the time stop. When basically everyone just freezes. And you basically like kind of tell what kind of ability you're going to be dealing with. And it just brings back to this, basically. If everyone is frozen, you get the ability that everyone freezes. You get either one of these. If you get this one, that means you need to get yourself in the middle, alongside many other people that also get the stack. This is basically stack mechanic. And also AoEs also need to get to the middle. Everyone gets to the middle. And even though the AoE might damage up a bit, I think if the healers are really good, they should be fine. The only ones that cannot be in the middle, they need to go to the most corner out of things, is these ones. These ones basically are what we call the Inferno Rings. It just goes back all the way to, I believe, Season 2 robot raid, I believe, boss. And you need to get yourselves in the corner, so basically the further people are, the less damage they take. And however, there's a big thing that I suffer a lot from this one, is the delays. There's gonna be abilities where they get delayed for some reason, like you might get this one, but at the same time you might also have to deal with this one at the same time, and that just screws with my brain, man. This is why this one can be so hard, because stacking mechanics, I have PTSD from that. I have so much PTSD from stacking mechanics back already from like freaking D3. D3? Yeah, D3 back in freaking Skyforge. D3 was the melee boss where his whole thing, this whole boss's mechanics were like stacking mechanics. And it was considered one of the hardest distortion bosses out there. So this already gives me so much PTSD. So I sometimes don't know what to do. Like, which one is gonna like appear first? Because if I have to stand here, stand in the back here, but at the same time I also have this, which means I have to be in one of the corners, what am I supposed to do? Usually I think for this kind of thing, for this kind of a combo, you can just like go to the furthest like corner over here. Make sure you're still facing like the back to the orb, but at the same time you're going to be one of the corners where it's exactly going to be furthest from the center. So it technically would be that, but I am so used to going here and facing the back. If I were to have this, I think my brain would just be like, focus on the orbs first, then do that. And I do believe that's usually the order. This will happen first, and then these will happen first. They'll happen second. And it does give you a little bit of like space to get to the corner, but not so much that if anyone has the same mechanic that you do and goes to the same corner as you, we're both gonna die. It still doesn't say anything in regards to the nightmare. Like, how different is it gonna be? Yeah, this one is gonna do damage now. But I have not seen anything that could be saying like, hey, it's new. Well, this one, there is another mechanic, which is supposedly not this one. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. This one is where the two robots actually pop around, and like cubes are gonna be like show up on the top, and then you gotta have to see where they are. Or is it this one? Oh, this is like the I think this could be like maybe the Inferno Ring or something. I don't know. No, this one is actually pretty simple. But there is another mechanic to it that I was never really able to see it fully to see how it's supposed to work. Because the leader does request all of us to like get out. To basically just like jump off the platforms. And from what I can kind of see from what they were doing, they were actually just like trying to dodge a few abilities here and there. With the other two robots, which I would assume it would be these two. It would be the two mech sentinels. However, there's another already mechanic with everyone alive that basically after breaking down a few of the platforms with this ability, basically you then gonna have both tanks like dealing with two different sentinels. Like one is gonna be dealing with one sentinel, the other one's gonna deal with a different sentinel, and we have to kill it one by one. And basically, once that's done, all the platforms will just, like, bring themselves back. And I don't understand by the other mechanic. That happened so quick, by the way, so I wasn't able to fully register. That, apparently only 2 people then survived. I feel like that mechanic, I guess that it makes a bit of sense. That mechanic is only gonna be really, really bad to deal with if a lot of people are still alive. I mean, gladly it's not gonna be like those bosses that I'm kind of used to, that if anyone dies, everyone dies. And I'm just not meaning in a sense like, oh, things just get gradually worse. No, I don't mean that. It literally has a mechanic of like, if one person dies, then something just grabs up the other ones and they just die as well, and you have to restart everything again. And please, please, Burkle, do not bring that to me. Do not bring that back to me. I already have way too much trauma from freaking demon invasions. Not enough of that, please. I feel like at this point, if I'm talking too much, especially talking about this, I feel like the devs might actually be listening to me, and then maybe actually might have some ideas. The fuck happened with my character? Huh? I was just trying to go down. She suddenly just, like, disappeared. I was just trying to hide. I really hope they don't have any sort of ideas, you know? I'm a bit scared they might actually have some ideas. I might be giving them ideas, so... I hope they don't listen to me here. I really, really hope they don't. But that still begets the question. What is going to be so different? I mean, are they just going to be the same? Are they just going to be... This one is from the first one. This is Illusion Shroudwoods. I feel like I already talked about the Nightmare version of this one, which is this. I think I already talked about it. However, this one, it seems like the only thing that changes is like this thing now will deal damage. Which I thought I already did back then, honestly. but it might do a bit more. I don't think there's gonna be like a continuation, sort of. Like, I know this one means continuation. But the thing is, these bosses, in a way, they all are the same. So basically this one goes to then this one. And this one will be technically the final. Meaning that there's not gonna be like maybe an extra mechanic at the end, because it is gonna be the last one. Usually this one has an end mechanic, which is this one. This one also has like an end mechanic, but I believe it's just like the other one that already happens already in the other levels, where he just like gets through the middle and clears off the middle platforms. Simple as that. And this one, aside from just us doing damage, I don't know anything else. But yeah, I'm kind of scared. What is the requirements? 3,220. This one needs a 51k ability score. Are you sure about that? Are you sure it's just that much? I do have enough agility. Endurance, I do. Crit is fine. I'm so focusing much on crit. Haste is fine, attack is fine, armor is fine, refined attack is fine, refined armor is fine. I say no, refined armor is not fine. And illusion breaking strength, I am okie dokie. And those do say references. But I always go a bit higher than the references they tell you to follow. Okay, so Season Hub is ready. I followed through much of that. Carnival events. There's the Echan. Ooh. Really? Aw, that is cute. Deep Sea Mobilization. I thought I needed to finish it all to be able to get that. I mean, I wasn't really able to get all the way to the last level. Yeah, I wasn't able to, like, defend all of them. Are those the perfect modules? Yes. I mean, I don't want to go to the carnival. I want this to go to... Oh god, I don't know. Not shop, because technically I don't want to shop. I want... What is this? The Spirit Echo. I didn't get the Spirit Echo. These are just like... This is just for the tag, really. Mourner's Blade. That's kind of cool. Why pickaxe? Fafala's sword? I didn't know Fafala has... Oh, technically she's just shield knight, so she does have a sword. Never mind. Yeah, but I don't do tag enough. Oh yeah, I forgot about Steamins. I need to go back to Steamins. I did Steamins on Saturday, I believe, right after the raid. I don't know how people still put up with me even after that. I need a break, I need a water. I need water. I need to rest my voice a bit. God damn it. There we go. It is starting to get a bit warm. At least I'm not sweating yet. Cinema vaults. And here we go again, having to click one by one. This gets a bit annoying. I mean, isn't there like an option to like click them all? Wasn't there a button for that at some point? I mean, the rewards, yes, you do get a button for that, but for this one it doesn't seem like you do. I thought we had that before though. There we go. This might actually be enough for me to do a pull. Sorry. Actually, does that mean I also got more stuff to be able to purchase in here? Yes! I nearly capped out there. I nearly capped out. It begets the question. I have 16 of these. I have 16 of these. That means that I just need 4 more to be able to upgrade the freaking weapon. Maybe, just maybe I can maybe make it upgrade twice before the season 4 happens. Oh god. Welcome there, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely day. Welcome, welcome. So then what do I buy? I guess I might as well finish this one off. I'm gonna keep the rest because if there's a chance that I might need some more of the S1, S3 exquisite materials, maybe I can buy it. I can only get 2 though, but honestly, I've got no complaints. Oh, there you are. I was looking for you. Not this though, but oh god, I don't have enough. Oh my god, these things are so beautiful. Sad that I cannot get it. In furniture accessories, I barely use my homestead anyway, so I don't care. I still have not logged on in this game on my mobile phone. Still need to unlock everything from her. She says angry. This is angry, right? Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's angry. This feels like she's just trying to be, how do I say, daredevilish? Sort of? Like, something about that? She's just trying to tease you? Okay, now I need to check on my orbs. I might have enough, actually. And let's just not be stupid here. Let's just teleport here. I do believe I do have enough, at least 1 coin, 1 Wilbush coin. I think. Did I get more sigils? I did. But it's still not gonna be enough. If only. Okay, pretty basic. Pretty basic. Where is the box? I have so many boxes I get lost. This one, right? Did not get a legendary of that. Actually, maybe I should recycle something. I hate when that happens. Fuck. I guess I'm just gonna add all, just take 1 by 1. How about that? Let me see these here, right? Actually, need these ones. Just gonna keep. There we go, 98. Now, sigil exchange. Finally, I did it all. Fuck. There we go. And I believe I do have enough of the Rebel King. So I'm going for Predator Arachnocrab. There we go. Let's see if I can finally do the gacha. I am gonna see if I can get myself another Rorola. Because my objective right now is to get to Rorola R3, I believe, Resonance 3. Because currently I think I have only Rorola R0, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no. I have her to R1 already? I just need to get myself 2 more. To have her at a really nice pacing right now. The other things should not be too hard to get, honestly. So, Will Wish. Going to focus on the Season 2 stuff. And I'm gonna be saying goodbye to my dearest stuff. Wait, that's a new dialogue. No. I mean, I can still kind of do that every week. It'll be fine. Just get through it. Lizardman Hunter, Muku Warrior, and Goblin Shaman. Well, I can have nice things every day. I wish I could be focusing on Tina. People saying like, oh, we already have way too many Tinas in our guild anyway, so that's fine. I'm like, sure. Fine. Whatever. It is not easy to be able to get that many Imagines. Especially if you're not trying to be a whale. You're not trying to, like, pay everything with money. And I'm not saying this in, like, a very, like, ugh kind of thing. But money does make the game easier, right? Nothing in the mystery that I would like to buy. And I still can buy more stuff if I want to. But yeah. Next thing... Ugh. God, I'm still really bad on my back. I've been like this for weeks at this point. I still prefer the rose ones. Just keeping that title. Not gonna say why, but I'm still gonna keep that title. Okay, but I'm already at the good kind of ability score. I could do some embedments at this point. I have kind of forgot to do that. And maybe once I'm done with the embedments, I can finally start on the quests. Even though I'm already quite a bit late already. Yada yada yada. Embedments. I actually don't have any embedments on you. I either throw in this one for you. Wait, I don't have any? Huh? I don't have any of the Robo King ones? What? Really? I don't have any of them? I do have Robo King here. What? Oh, that sucks. It's not that I need a lot of haste for this anyway. It feels like a kind of a waste to put Reach Thing there. This one... This is like the... What kind of makes me feel a bit thoughtful because... These ones right here, you can either choose these season 2 sigil bosses. This one here as well. But starting from the bracelets, you can barely find anything. I need to get myself more of these crystals. I also kind of forgot that I have not really gone to the guild just yet. I need to buy myself more potions. I need to do that. That should be the first thing I should have done. So probably... Actually, this Jojo man is fine. But, yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop on. Oh, Miyuki's here. Hello there, Miyuki. Who else here that I know? Actually, only Miyuki, really. So let me go to the guild. It's gonna lag like crazy. If I'm lucky, we won't, but let's see. And I also know what I'm gonna have to give to cargo today. Even though I believe that I might have enough. Also, hey there. Oh, hello there, Star. And who was on the left here there as well? Oh, GFR, the best tank. GFR is such an amazing tank player. Gotta have a lot of respect for that guy. I do believe that the last, not Kill Hunt, the last, Steam vault that I did was not with GFR, but it was with a Shishao, and honestly, really good tank as well. Really amazing tank. I also don't need these. I don't need Tangy Fish no more. I believe we only bought the Tangy Fish for that one thing for the Fairy Tail crossover. These, I have enough. There we go. Apparently, I won't have to farm for that. Probably for tomorrow, I might. Boing, boing. Grocery store. Wait, what did I... Oh, no, I did not mean to buy that. I did not mean to buy that. I was like, thought I clicked on this. Oh, shit. Oh, well then. I'm just gonna get these ones out of the way already. It's not lagging. It's amazing. I could have... Let me check on how much focus I have. Because if I do have a lot of focus, I might actually use it for refining. Even though my refinements are not, like, full just yet. It is... I need to start working on those. Like... Yeah, I'm not gonna be embedding everything every time, but at least the refinements are, like, something that once you hit it, you're not gonna have to work on it every time, unless the season just increases its cap. Which most likely that's gonna be the case next season. Let's see. Actually, no, I need to check on my life skill points. I mean, I could maybe just do that tomorrow instead. Do I have any leftovers? No, I do not. Let me see if I can refine. Am I... Okay, I'm still in need to finish up this helmet. Maybe I can actually get it to level 30 today. So maybe I'm gonna be working on this instead. Let me see. Left skill. Get this. No, not... Fuck. Hell. I don't mean to track the mystery metal. I meant to track the ore for the mystery metal. There we go. Da, 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 da. That song is going to be stuck in my head. Even though I don't play this game with sound whenever I'm not streaming it, the music just really gets stuck in your head. Yeah. That's where the season 2 bosses are, anyway. Why do you always have to give me this path? This is not a very adequate path. I mean, if it works, I guess. Whee! Did it also say how much I can make? Because I have like... I need like 60, right? I have like 32. Oh, it doesn't tell me how much I have right now. Well, shit! But I'm gonna farm like maybe 3 lines of these. And by lines, I don't mean like changing like line to line. Just get these, because these respawn quickly anyway. I can only hope that I at least get a few extras if I actually forge these. I'm probably not going to talk too much out of this part. I still have not gotten a really, really sweet throat to be able to yap for like 3 hours straight. This tends to be the boring part. I don't blame anybody. Maybe don't do 3 lines. Maybe just do 2. I think that might be enough, actually. Boink. 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 And then I'll have some focus left if I actually need to get myself more cargo tomorrow, which I assume I might actually. I don't know if there's like an easy way to be able to send off cargo without having to use so much focus. Even though my problem right now is not focus really, because if I want to, if I were to use all of my potions, I probably would cap out maybe not twice, but I would definitely cap out once and be able to do a lot more things. I used to have like 32 or something at some point. I say this is enough. Yeah. Ooh, I need to buy more of these. Or make more of these, actually. Ordinary. Those run out so quickly. Maybe because I'm actually focusing more on refinery as of lately. And also, I'm not even sure if I'm actually just making too many of these ones. Because maybe the next refinements that I'm going to have to do may not actually even need these anymore. But I'll check it out. It's also kind of fine to just leave some sparing, because possibly next season they're going to increase the cap again. Just taking that in consideration. Bum, bum, ba-dum. At least they make sure you actually have a path for nearly every place here. Mercenary. It is this one, I believe, right? Yeah. It's 20 per each, so this would be 200. Which would last a bit. Let me take a sip. I wonder if this water bottle can also still be heard from my microphone. Because the other one certainly could. Up here now. Now we can finally start the refinement. Reforging, actually. And I get lost with these words. Okay, actually, I have 470, this is 450, and I know damn well this goes like 10 to 10, so I was so close to having to put up another focus potion. I'm glad that these things, you can just like purchase them without any issues. These ones, you actually have to craft them, and these ones you actually need to collect them. But apparently what is so different from recipe number 5 to recipe number 6 is that this one uses 6 instead of 8 like the previous recipe. So you kind of need less to farm here if you actually buy these at least somewhat constantly. And by constantly, you can actually just go through a month without having to repurchase these. If you don't refine as much as I do. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not good with math or anything like that. Okay, it's getting a bit hot. Let me just take away this shirt I have over my other shirt. I also increased the my air conditioner so I wouldn't be freezing to death after I took this out. Okay, we're almost done. I didn't see if I got any 5. I'm only seeing 1s and 2s. Ooh! I just got a 5! I just got a 5! The percentage of that is 0.8%! Okay, I might be fine for this. Let me see, refinement. Is this the only one that I need? Oh, fuck, it is. The other one's already gonna be starting off on these. And I still have a lot of these, too. Huh. Okay. Let's go a bit wild. Ta-da! This one is done. Now I'm gonna have to start off from up to down. And I already have some of these to level 30. This one is 30, 30, 30. So I need armor, gauntlet. Oh, armor still needs. Ah! No, God damn it! God, ow. Oh, rebellion! Can't stick around, but I figured I could pop this alert while I'm around. Rebellion, it's good to see you again. You surely need to show up on this live more often, or at least this live streams more often. I know you said that you were working a different schedule for Fridays now, which sucks. But I hope your stream was lovely. I was only there for like maybe a bit. Certainly more than 10 minutes, I can assure you that. But you can kind of tell that I'm still very, very confused about the whole Unicorn Overload game. It feels very overwhelming for me. But yeah. Good to see you, though. I'm sorry, yeah. I'm working earlier on Fridays, so the one dislike that you have, I can show up for consistently. I understood that. I do wonder, are you gonna have to work earlier from now on? Like, you're gonna have to do that permanently, or is it just gonna be like a temporary asset? Just something is gonna be only for like, just a bit. I might as well just go a bit wild on this one as well. That worked! That worked! That did not work. That also failed. That worked! That worked! Oh, fuck. That failed. But hey! Not bad. I mean, I'm not gonna be needing those for, like, the long term, though. Yeah, Unicorn Overload is quite a bit to take in. Still, I enjoy the shenanigans we get up to. I do see how you actually compose the teams. That's actually very interesting. For now, it's a temporary until my roommate gets a job and I can cut back on my work push. Oh, really? Is that the situation you're in? You guys are, like, lacking money? If it were to be the case, you don't need to be subscribed to me all the time. Like, I get it. At the same time, you would be helping me. But at the same time, you're not really helping yourself, dude. Yeah, I can't wait until I can go into work at normal hours. Oh, God. That must be so much of a hassle. And by roommate, do you mean Dark? Like, Dark is not working right now? I mean, did he even have a job before? I mean, I'm maybe, like, prying too much on in your, like, real life. You don't really have to say anything if you don't want to. But I legit thought you both were working. My savings isn't growing, shrinking a bit. If you have to cut up on some things, if you have to cut up on subscribing to me, you can do that as well. I mean, I guess you've been, like, subscribed for, like, months. You've been probably subscribed for more than a year at this point. So if you need to cut on that, that's fine. You're helping me, so at least let me help you back. I mean, just saying to cut off on my subscription is not gonna be enough. It is Dark. He isn't working right now. He did work before, Bank Credit Union. And he has a job hunting experience in the rough job market we got here. It's not just there, it's gonna be everywhere. But I get it. You cannot judge these kinds of people for, like, not being able to find jobs immediately, because nowadays things are just tough. And I maybe could have gotten a job myself if I want to, but the thing is, I do have some limitations, which makes me a little bit less able to get certain jobs. When it comes, like, trying to get to places and stuff like that, I'm a little less able. But the thing is, even if a person is fully able, they're still gonna be struggling. He has already applied to one only to discover he was a... For tax credit reasons? Wait, that can happen? Wait, fake jobs are a thing? I mean, I shouldn't really be surprised. There's a bunch of shit happening around everywhere, but... fake jobs? I don't get the whole, like, for tax credit reasons. I don't get that. I mean, I'm not American anyway, so maybe I don't understand the whole thing that is, like, behind this, like, kind of, like, spear scheme there, but it's weird. Okay, maybe I can start doing some quests. Scrap paper. There seems to be a torn diary page in a mine. And it's less than mine's? Okay, there. Actually, it's pretty close. There are some things I learn every day. And now realizing that there's this thing called fake jobs makes me feel a bit scared while trying to apply myself to different jobs. My god, there's actually is a thing such as that. Holy shit. I need to drink more water. Okay, we're getting close. You're pretty high up. I should not be using this. This uses a lot of stamina. Get up here. Oh, okay. I don't think I've been to this area much. And here it's mostly because of the field he is applying for. As that field is essential and in high demand, the company gets a credit for employing above a certain amount of people. Oh, they're below in hiring, they get reimbursements for employing that many people to meet demand by the government. That is so bizarre, though. I mean, I can only imagine the amount of loopholes governments nowadays can actually create just to be able to get away with things. Like, I'm not saying that my government is any sort of angels. Not at all. But I would not be able to understand. I think if I were to even be a politician of sort, I would not be able to understand these kinds of loopholes people create. Just be able to, like, be able to receive without being punished. Without having to deal with consequences. Without having to deal with, like, the bigger picture. I'm starting to realize people are just incredibly lazy, man. Sloth is indeed a sin, so... And so is greed. But, goddamn. It's kind of sad that in those kinds of in these last years, the rich has been becoming richer, and while the poor is becoming poor. Ah. It's already like getting all rashy here, so it's just complex codes to govern things. They just got as complex as walls. Like saying a job posting is legitimate because they are looking for people, but the many things like a master's for every entry-level positions. That is a stupid thing. Like, people don't understand, like, we're trying, like, let's say we just finished, like, school. We just, like, finished, freaking, I don't know, college or something. And, or university, but you need to actually apply for a job to be able to get a certain grade, for example. I don't know. But then, the job that will supposedly help you to get the degree or something like that, apparently requires you to have so many years of work or so many years of a certain thing and have a specific degree, even though you're supposed to get that job for that degree. I've heard that so much. God knows why last year I found a janitor position that required a master's. A job for cleaning toilets, cleaning floors and stuff like that, you need a master's degree? Or are we janitors of the... Are you like trying to hire like janitors for like the best hospital there is in America? I mean, I guess if it is to be cleaning bodies and shit, but why do they need that? See, this is the kinds of things that blow my mind. And people expect us to work when they're giving us like such demands for these kinds of things. Like they're giving us impossible demands. Impossible demands. Like, impossible in the sense that you can just, even if you try, you won't be able to get it. And then they're complaining that people are unemployed. People are not making babies. And stuff like that. I mean, let me be a little bit let me talk a bit about politics here, but the demands are being too big for the possible offers that are out there. And I shake my head when things just don't... And there's like people out there that don't get it. And it feels like the richer are just like getting completely out of touch with reality and just like not giving a fuck. And I don't want to blame just the rich people, because I'm not even sure if they're actually the bigger problem here, but they are being more compensated for that. And the poor is becoming poorer. And I am glad to have a family that is still in between. We're like middle class here. We're like middle to a little bit of a high class. So I've never have to experience being poor, ever. And I'm truly glad for that. Because my parents really break their backs to be able to give the things that I need and get things that my brother needs. And also still be able to spare some for themselves. But it really sucks how they're really trying so hard to make things harder for us, and yet they expect us to still treat it as it was the same. I know the war is happening, there's like plenty of wars happening. I know there's like some things they're gonna have to use more money on, but then again, think about it. Why go through the whole war thing that you're just gonna be using more money for that? If it's gonna continue, it's only gonna be worse for both countries. And I'm not even being specific of what kinds of countries I'm even talking about here. But the war is only going to make it worse. People saying that countries actually get money from wars and stuff like that, perhaps. But it's not going to be a good, like an enduring investment in any way. So I don't get wars. I don't get these kinds of like greed that people have. And gladly there's some rich people out there that actually are like aware of the situation that's happening right now, and they're actually working on it. But even the whole companies that promote this fast shopping, the fast trendings, fast shopping, stuff like that. I've taken a few courses of marketing, so I know a bit about this. Like this whole fast shopping thing we're having right now. I also just, for a second, I saw a mosquito. This just got me distracted. But this whole fast shopping stuff like that is just gonna be forcing this whole like more labor, more slave labor, more like trying to like force people to buy stuff. And the thing is, if people don't even have money to buy, how are they gonna be able to even be able to meet those demands of fast shopping anyway? Like, I get it that they're really trying to make things so appealing so people can actually buy it. But then again, if they actually do things to be appealing of sorts, then the people just lose all their money on that. But if they want to promote future things, they're not going to be able to have the clients for that. I guess I'm just wrapping myself over in a big loop anyway. So I'm not going to try to bother myself with this anymore. I say anymore as this is just going to be for today. Oh, good morning. How you doing, lovely? Hope you're having a lovely day. Okay, let's start off the quest. Damage diary. That blue and yellow striped mutated arachnocrab blocked the intersection of the mine tunnel like a heavy war chariot. I have never seen such a brazen monster. It didn't even try to hide when it saw us. Wait, are you talking about the arachnocrab? Okay. Instead, it paced lazily through the crossroads, if it were beneath its notice. We were still whispering about what to do when, in a flash, it charged right in front of us. Our shield splintered and folded like paper under its pincers. The rock walls resounded with a massive roar, like the sound of chitinous... Chitinous? Is it chitinous or chitinous? Shells scraping against stones, or blades clashing against hard iron, so sharp it made my scalp tingle. Suddenly, someone cried out, "It's a mutated arachnocrab." Before their words even faded, the miner next to me dropped his pickaxe, only to be tackled by an arachnocrab bursting from a nearby crevice. Screams echoed one after another. Our formation faltered completely, and we ran for our lives. The mine tunnel was littered with severed limbs and fragments of torn weapons and armor. Look around to other torn diaries. Oh, that's pretty far. Well, this map certainly is gonna use use. Whee! Got it. Damage diary number 2. It's the 14th day, and still no rescue. Given how long we've been gone, the Legion sure long since has sent someone looking for us. But only darkness lies in this mine tunnel. It's an irregularity that fills me with unease. Also, 14 days? How much food do you have for that? I'm even starting to suspect that the last strategy was an attack targeting the Legion. Could it be that something also happened? Over at the main mine tunnel? I dare not think too much about it. Right now, the only light we have is the eerie glow of crimson marrow. The vein looks like it's breathing. Ram previously told me not to get too close to that thing. Said it would make me lose my mind. But I'm awake. Frighteningly awake. I know I will survive. Because I discovered that I have the ability to evade arachnocrab attacks. Ram didn't. That's why he was dragged away by the arachnocrab. The mutated one smashed down from above, his stinger piercing his shoulder armor like a nail through wood. Before the scream even fully escaped his mouth, he was dragged back into the rocks. Since then, I understood. If I want to live, I can't think like a human. I have to think of myself as a arachnocrab, become part of the con shaft. That's the only way to keep the arachnocrabs from noticing me, and ensure I get to keep living. So you have to act like a spider then? I have already avoided several attacks, but the con shaft seems to be expanding. More and more branches are appearing. Our people, on the other hand, are becoming fewer and fewer. So I'm just here to collect diary pieces. Sweet. Whee! I nearly got there. Right on. I know, of course, the messages are carved on the rock walls. But no matter where I go, they follow me like a shadow. And if they use stingers to carve them, it would still take some time. Plus, the moment I look up, the words disappear. I get it. They're playing a prank on me. They really are willing to go to any length to get one over on me. They didn't die. They're just hiding from me, playing hide and seek. The exit is playing hide and seek with me too. I can smell the draft. And it hides behind wooden beams and iron nails. I can clearly hear people talking, yet they hide behind the collapsed rocks. Someone, please, just answer me. I really don't have any strength left. I need water. I don't want to play anymore. What are the thoughts that he's actually under the effect of the marrow? This mining area is currently restricted for the Legion and miners. You should know that, right? The person is wearing a specialized Blackstone Legion uniform. The nameplate of this race chest reads Blackstone Inspector Herman Grinzen. There's no need to explain. Just hand over where you're holding first. Some things are destined to stay down in the mine tunnel. What are you feeling guilty about? Guilty? Herman stood. These are merely scribbles from poor souls tormented by the Crimson Mare. I fucking knew it! Raving of madmen. If these were to get out, they'd only be treated as a joke. The Legion sent me to retrieve these as a way to leave the deceased some dignity. In your words, it's called hospice care. What? No, it does not. If you don't believe me, you can take another look. Which sentence in these notes should serve as evidence? If I'm not mistaken, they call this Unmind the Mind the Conshaft. Sounds like a name straight out of a novel. Alright, enough nonsense. Now hand over this piece of papers. How the fucking know? It's just a pile of scrap paper that won't make a difference. Yet you insist on being stubborn about this. In that case, I'll hand it this by the cloak. He pulls out a pair of dark blue gloves and puts them on methodically. He smooths and presses every finger as he's preparing for surgery. Intruder found in an unmined mine tunnel. Unauthorized possession of Legion accident records is considered espionage. The fuck? Let me tell you one more thing. This mine really did have a name originally. But soon, you'll be erased just like that name, becoming another missing person. Bitch. You took something you shouldn't have. The hour of reckoning will come. The hour of reckoning will come. This actually feels like a reference to something. Ownerless lamp. That's actually pretty close. Ask the miner if they need any help. Wee. I'm Leonard. I've seen you wandering around here for a while. It must be an adventure from above. Anyone who make it this far is quite capable. Don't get me wrong, I'm not looking for trouble. I just want you to help me get some lamp oil material. These are quite a few infernal arachnocrabs nearby. The sting your gland fat from their bodies can keep an oil lamp burning for a whole year. That is a lot! Shame! My legs aren't what they used to be. Otherwise, I wouldn't bother you. He rolls up his pants, revealing a wooden prosthetic. Damn. Ugh, an old injury. I won't talk about it. Krieg apparently allowed me to be a warehouse administrator here just to pass my retirement. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Adventure. Once you have the flat gland fat, just send it straight to me. But I get paid back. Do I get paid back? Just these two, right? I think that one is not yeah, that one is Wasteland. That's not an Infernal. Another one respawned. Hey, hi! There we go, that's done. Hey, I got the thing. I don't know why you... I mean, yeah, fat is good to burn, but glands from the glands? You're back, Adventure. I smelled that familiar stench from a mile away. It seems the arachnocrabs were no match for you. Pfft, easy. That's enough. This is plenty. Thank you, Adventure. Please take this as your reward. The miner pulls a handful of loose Lumos from his backpack and hands them to you. Then he takes out an old oil jug and carefully pours the stinger's gland fat into it. He seals the jug's mouth with oiled paper and ties it tightly with twine. His movements are clumsy but careful. It takes him a long time to finish this, and he turns around with difficulty and places the oil jug on a nearby pile of astral stones. Aspire, Matthias. About the lamp oil for you. When the accident happened, we made a promise. Whoever made it out alive has to return here and light the miner's lamp for the rest. Use this lamp oil. Your days of groping for an exit in the dark are over. Oh, this is sad. Let me tell you something funny. The Black Boogles claim that this is their newly dug mine tunnel. They even named it the Unmined Mine. Why'd they have to come up with such a name? Unmined the Mine. I'm gonna be twisting my tongue with that. As always, I love to hear themselves talk. I can walk away? I'm not gonna walk away. I want to hear more. What does that mean? Oh, you haven't left yet, Adventurer. Sorry you had to see that. He raises his eyebrows, sporting a secretive expression. My apologies. I've had too much to drink and I'm just rambling. Don't take it too seriously. 1. Leave this place. Don't let the foul stench of this lamp oil get to you. Deadly game? Is this gonna be like Squid Games or some shit? I guess we're gonna eventually find out. That's the scholar that they are studying here. Oh, they're nearby. Elodie. Chitinous shells on these arachnocrabs are actually starting to lithify. Lithify or liquefy? Lithify? What are you doing here? Wow. Oh no. Wait. You're not with the Blackstone Legion, are you? Wait, aren't you Elodie? Why your name is Leonard? Isn't that the other guy called Leonard? I was just gonna assume that this was a bug in the game. Look like an adventure. Fantastic. My name is Elodie, and I'm a scholar. No, your name is Leonard. I've recently been working on a project about the ecological mutations of arachnocrabs. I heard that traces of arachnocrabs are found in extremely arid underground environments, so I came down specifically to investigate this. As for how I got down here, it was quite an embarrassing ordeal, so let's not talk about it. Back to the business, adventure. You look quite capable. Could you do me a small favor? Would you get me some chitinous shell samples from wasteland arachnocrabs? I want to study them closely. I should have enough money to pay you. Why wasteland arachnocrabs? That's because the population of other arachnocrabs have evolved too stably. It's nearly impossible to trace the origin of their morphological changes. Only wasteland arachnocrabs are different. Their shells seem to have traceable signs. Please, adventure. Welcome, Hinto. Hope you're having a lovely day. EOS? What do you mean EOS? Oh, you're talking about end of service. No, come on. This game is not even this game is only a year, but by beta, it's only been like, I guess I could technically say that it was been a year since the beta opened. But since the game actually got fully released, it has not been a year yet. The game will be a year fully in its own sense of it like being fully released only in October. Beta was better? Yes, please, thank you. This game is not even a year, buddy. Yeah, I know it could be like beta, it's been like a year since beta, but I played a game that didn't even have a service. It just shut down after 10 years. So you can call it all you want, and a service, just please do it already. But I'm not. I still find some really good things about this game. I still find things to just enjoy. And it might be just like fooling around if you want to. I still find some joy in this game. Well then, I guess I'm gonna be killing up some spiders. Wait, aren't you? I think they're an elite. You're an elite, aren't you? Yeah. Ooh, hi. Someone's passing by. I think I need to stop. I legit heard someone just say, wait. Huh? It's still saying it's still saying the other guy's name. Adventure, how's the sample collection going? I have it. Wow, this is amazing. The seams and textures are perfectly clear. I won't have to nervously observe them from afar anymore. Thank you, Adventure. Elodie takes the samples. Then she sits right down on the ground and eagerly begins her research. To say this part, these mineral structures have practically fused with the chitin. Mercy carrying me, I'm 17. Thank you. God damn, who do you think I am? Most of my gear is not like fully breakthrough just yet. I'm only 61k. I'm pretty sure you're doing better than me, though. It doesn't look like this rock layer was formed underground. It looks more like a high-altitude rock environment. You, Carrie? Hope so. But then again, I cannot really do dungeons in stream because my computer is just like that bad. It's just that bad. Oh, that shell is formed by melting snow in the highland from mountains. But these arachnocrabs have migrated from there? This is a brilliant discovery. But how did they end up way down here on the ground? They crawled them themselves, maybe? Are you saying that these arachna crowds crawled down from the mountains themselves and bypassed the crowds at the Beckmar transportation station? And they evaded the guards of the Blackstone Legion and finally had to ride a minecart all the way down to the depths of the mine? I don't think so. I grabbed 3 pieces of replica, so now I'm in no rush for raids. I technically also did, so it was either 3 or 4 that I got. Because I remember that I had to replace my arms. I say arms, but I'm saying like the gauntlets, the boots. I had to replace also the bracelets, both bracelets. And I only needed like 3 replicas actually, because I have enough stones to get 1 of them at the very least. Yeah, all bits and all raid gear. I'm all set. Yeah, so am I. But I do need to break through still everything, because I have not fully break through everything yet. A lot of the raid pieces are not 270 each just yet. Wow, the sheer perseverance of these arachnocrops is truly moving. Ooh-hoo. Of course not. According to my theory, the arachnocrop's migration is very likely true. Logically speaking, they should move towards areas with more stable water sources. Yet they ended up here instead. Unless some external factors interfere with this migration route. Maybe it's the Crimson Marrow here. But if it's really as the influence of the Marrow, that means someone placed the Marrow along their migration path. Otherwise they never changed their route. But how did anyone manage to place Crimson Marrow on their path? This is so hard. The moment one mystery is solved, a new one pops up. Guess I'll have to keep investigating. Anyway, thank you, Adventurer. Please accept this reward. Money! So, just so you have an idea, I'm actually near 62k. But you say you only have a set 170, a 165. Wait, you're not actually updated? Wait, how do you have these pieces so far? Shouldn't you be doing any... If you were to do any dungeon, you would be getting anything above 200 at this point? How do you have things from 170 to 165? When did you stop playing? When did you stop playing? I don't get it. But yeah, this is my current setup. I still need head, gauntlets, boots, bracelets, I believe, both. To 270. I only have 2. My bad. There we go. Yeah, I do have 2 pieces at 270, I believe. Just the weapon and the armor. I just woke up. How? What time is it for you there? For me, it's almost 1 AM. Like, maybe 40 more minutes and I'm gonna have to stop the stream. So, I mean, you did join it at a reasonably good time. I have so many people saying like, oh, you stream so late, I cannot be there for your streams because you stream so late. And there's people like you that are like, oh, I just woke up. The freaking time zones are so amazing. I just jump between 42k and 44k depending on my loadouts. That is still very little though. If you're talking about ability score, you should be at 60, nearly 262k. Unless you're talking about the illusion breaking string, but that would still not mean 42k. So you're definitely missing something. I'm probably still trying to get the other pieces still. For me, I'm actually 40 something on just tank alone, but then again, I have on 240s for now. And for support, I'm probably even lower. Yeah, I'm 34k, because a lot of these things are purple from Season 2. I used like 6 different imagines. Huh? Like you have different imagines for different classes, or you always have to alternate imagines? Because that is a bit confusing. Because I have... Not here. I have these imagines. They're not a whole lot, by the way. But, for my current setup, I use Muku Chief with Muku Scout for, like, marksman. If I were to, like, swap out for my tank, I probably would have Denville and Tepastoker. And, for support, I would have Irona. With some, I think, Muku King, I believe. Even though I have to replace Muku King eventually. My imagines for my tank DPS. Okay, weird. One's for my supporting, okay. And one's for mobbing dungeons. Things just need one too many. Yeah, weirdly enough, really, you would think that the DPSs would need the most imagines. That's not the case. It is the tanks that need the most imagines, really enough. They have Tempo Silver, but then they have like another one, then have Dimple. I don't even remember back in Season 2 which one was best for them. If I have a good looking... Wait, did I pass any Season 2 stuff? I think the fall is also necessary for tanks. I mean, also Igoris would be really good for DPSs, but again, I'm not gonna try to get Igorius. I'm gonna be working on Rorula first. Okay, next quest is Rust and Yellow Sand. It's up there. Oh, they're all gonna be up there now? Oh, then that's gonna be fine. Actually, pretty close by. I'm already talking a lot. Not a water break. Why I always have to do water breaks at the end? Ah. I should be getting the Vino. A lot of people saying like, oh, get Vino, get Vino. I'm like, yeah, I should be getting Vino, but I haven't really gotten Vino just yet. I'm not sure if I can possibly, like, unlock it very easily, honestly. Are you there? The monster fell to the ground. Its limbs were made of raw, heavy mechanisms and black mortal oil seeping from its broken gears and its dirt. I'm saved! Good lord, I thought I was gonna end up as a scrap metal in that monster's belly. Studies the young man. This young man looks familiar. That rough gang attire and the bag of soil he's clenching so tightly in his hands. It's Zack, the gang member who tried to grow the underground blooms in the Astralids in Graphis district. You're the pioneer from back then. Wasn't your name Jack before that? And mobbing is Devil with a follower or Dumble with Tempest if I need the extra pulls or defense. Yeah, if I'm going for like tank, I'm probably gonna be running like Tempest and Devil for the most part. Even though I probably should have some other alternative. Imagines like maybe Iron Fang for like very specific niche abilities. Avala for like extra defense. And Basilisk was also really useful at some point. I just never really got it. I wasn't really that active in Season 2. Ah, you're the pioneer from back then. I never thought I'd see you again. I've already moved to the Highlands. Didn't expect that, did ya? Actually made a little money from those underground blooms and paid off my debt to the boss. Even though it's a hard to grow vegetable in the Highlands too, it's still way better than that pitch-black hellhole. I just came out here to dig up some unpolluted soil so I can bring it back to improve my vegetable garden. Who knew I'd be targeted by this half-man, half-metal monster after just a couple of shovels? Have you seen this kind of monster before? Never. Not even the mutant rats in the sewers are this disgusting. This thing definitely didn't ruin nature. Looking in the direction Looking in the direction the monster came from, a broken trail of black motor oil footprints remains in the mud. Let's go check it out. Alright. You're pretty tough, so staying with you should be safe. I want to figure out what's going on too. If these things are everywhere, I'll have to find a new place to live, and that would be awful. I mean, that's gonna be the least of your worries, buddy. It might kill everyone else. Oh, we can actually kind of see. Sort of. Wait. Explore the eerie ruins. Hello there, Tabby. Why is it blue? Protocol blue? You're gonna have to ask devs for that. Because I don't see a lot of people with blue skins or anything. I don't see anyone with blue hair or anything like that. But I do wonder, why called blue protocol? Why not red protocol? Why not orange protocol? Actually, orange protocol kind of like rolls off the tongue pretty nicely. Oh, this place is downright creepy as a sewer. Footprints lead deep into the man ruins in the mine. The smell of rusty is so strong it's almost overpowering. Well, that would certainly overwhelm me. In the corner of the head, several broken wood crates lie scattered. They don't look like anything the miners would left behind. Up inside the one crate is an old eyeless ragdoll, along with a recipe book stained. These things, why do they look somewhat familiar? I have to be careful because this place is still loading. There's a console growing up ahead. Let's go check it out. Yoink. Oh, hi. On the stone pedestal rests an octahedral metal block that looks like an ancient legacy. Ooh, that is laggy. Is it down here? Yeah. The whole place is actually loading, weirdly enough. Are you really going further? This whole place gives me up an incredibly ominous vibe. Would you prefer to wait for me here? No, better. Hey, wait for me! Ooh. Just one step and already lags out like crazy. Ah, this still not make it any better. Fuck. Ah, damn. Why? Okay, fine. I will just put it on the lowest as the low. How about that? Do you still lag if I do that? Oh, you still lag if I do that. Why do you still lag like that? Huh. My character's not even that lagging that much. I'm just outside. Huh. Can you load everything by now? It's just one simple quest, and it's causing coding overloads like never before. What is it here that is causing so much? I need to get out of here. I need to do this quest eventually, but not here. This is bad. This is really laggy. Hell, I wonder why that happens. Why there's some places that just lag like crazy. They must have put something there that just causes to be like that. I hope I didn't lose too many people because of that. Because I certainly would not be happy if that was the case. At least I can put the settings back up again. It was not a settings problem. It was just like... Even if I put it on the lowest settings possible. Yeah, there we go. Bring it back, this one. I'm not gonna go back to you. Hopefully this one should be easier. Oh, really? I thought everything now was up there. Why are you asking me to go down again? Was it because maybe a new quest popped up? Perhaps. Oh, shit. I haven't really picked them all up, though. Early artisan. Adventure, you must be here to help out with the Legion's commission. Be careful, though. This isn't just some small chore like your usual commissions. Tell me more, tell me more. The highlands are dotted with ruins of the divine. Above ground, there are massive structures similar to the Pillar Divinity, and underground there are countless divine energy facilities, ruined buildings, and even tombs. I heard the Blackstone Legion discovered more than one ruin while mining for ore. The largest of these were restored by the Legion as a royal tomb, located right beneath our feet. The Legion initially just sent us for a preliminary survey. Because we lacked funding and didn't find anything unusual, the expedition was put on hold. Until recently, the soldiers guarding the tomb reported strange noises coming from inside. Strange noises? The scariest part is yet to come. Golems, which were previously only seen deep inside the ruins, suddenly appeared on the outskirts of the tomb. They seem to have broken through their range restrictions and are now wandering out of the tomb. These golems are highly aggressive, and the Legion soldiers can fend them off. They have to retreat here, or else they'll have lost people. Now, nearly the entire area below is overrun by golems. The other artisans and I surveyed the area around the tomb and discovered something a bit ominous. It seems this royal tomb has come alive. It's constantly expanding outward, with the floors and walls somehow using the raw materials in the mine shaft to build themselves. In just a few days, it's engulfed the mine tunnel it was situated in. In other words, that tunnel is now part of the tomb. What should we do? We don't know how far it will expand, but if we don't do something, it could overtake the entire mine. Maybe even the entire islands. The only solution now is to venture back into the tomb and uncover the cause of the anomaly. I'm begging you, Venture. This commission concerns the fate of the entire Bahama Islands. I get it, I know I have to do Duolingo. How does one become cool enough to add mercy? I mean, isn't like my ideas just show up sometimes? I said that. The tomb is dangerous, so I'll go with you. The Blackstone Legion will also send soldiers to accompany us. Get ready, and let's head down. My idea should be here, right? Yeah, you can just like... Ooh, enter the Divine Tomb. I don't think I should be going myself to another place just now. Here's my UID. And I'm not even sure how you're actually supposed to have friends. Like... it's not through here. I think you can... What is this supposed to be? Ooh, friendships? Oh, heck, I don't know that. Oh my god, I did not know I could get these things. I did not know this. I think you just get plus here and then just like go by either player nickname or through the UID. And mine is just as simple as Mercy. Simple as that. If you cannot find me through like my photo or through the name, you can just go through the UID, which is right about here. I'm not gonna say it because I feel like people that don't want to get bothered by just like looking at it. There's gonna be some people that actually might take advantage. There has been situations where apparently giving up the UIDs might actually be dangerous, but I don't think for this game in particular this is such a matter. There's so many people gathered here. Huh? It's right over here then. Wait. I'm technically not in the right area, but let's just go with it. This area is under lockdown. Don't come any closer. Leave immediately. What's happening? Someone died last night. Looks like a monster did it. It's all highly unusual. Monsters shouldn't typically be able to get into a heavily guarded Legion location like the Mustard Tavern, but even more baffling is that no one noticed a thing. The people on patrol will be held responsible for this, and business at the Mustard Tavern will take a hit. What an absolute disaster. Adventurer, if you have any leads, be sure to notify us immediately. Hi, sir! Okay, Mustard Tavern's waiter. Hey, this was definitely done by a human, you know. I'm sure it was some kind of vendetta. Okay, start from the beginning. Let me tell you a secret. My co-worker was a person who found the body, and when he was coming to take over from me, the scene was unbelievably gruesome. Not a single piece of the dead guy's body was intact. He looked like he was torn apart by some kind of monster. You couldn't even tell he was human. My coworker nearly fainted from fright. That's something so terrifying could happen in the dead of night. Adventurer, you've seen the world. You should know that most monsters don't just leave their nests to slaughter humans for no reason, unless they're hungry. If they run into some foolish human, they usually just stomp on them or swat them to death. They never leave scene like that. Still, if a human did it, how did they pull it off? That's an interesting question. I'll think about stuff like that. It's just all the mystery novels I've read. I want to solve the case. Don't mind me. I mean, I don't blame you for thinking that, though. People are incredibly cruel. Learned elder. Mine's is getting turned upside down again. The outsiders would know the venture, but something similar happened a long time ago. I was still working at the mine back then. One day, the higher-ups locked down a mine tunnel, saying a few soldiers had died. I was assigned to clean up the scene. I think it was most likely just another run-of-the-mill cave-in. My buddies and I grabbed our tools and headed over. When we saw what happened, quite a few of my buddies threw up. The mine tunnels looked like it had been crushed by some giant monster. The luckier soldiers were embedded in the walls, while the lucky ones... Well, let's just not talk about them. What's even more chilling is at the very end, there was a large pit. It was the place where those in the Legion disposed of injured and sick miners. Talk about karma. And this time? Yes, it is exactly like all those years ago. The dead man is in the exact same state as the soldiers back then. He was a regular at the Muster Tavern. You could often see him sitting there chatting with a few duty officers. That guy seemed a bit shady. He was just a lowly grunt when he first got here, but he managed to move quickly up the ranks somehow. Probably by doing dirty work to his superiors. Oh, come to think of it, he was the one in charge of the mining area where the incident happened back then. So many years have passed, who even remembers anymore? So, you're saying that this guy most likely is not only the victim, but also guilty? Blamey Merchant needs help. He's down there. Whee! Blamey Merchant. My cargo. The declaration deadline is almost here. How am I supposed to replace it? Huh? Was that an event shop? Just when I was looking for one to help. I don't have any cargo though. Did you hear my grumbling? I apologize. A merchant shouldn't let customers see such negative emotions, but I'm really at my wit's end. The transport station's declaration deadline is coming up, but I'm still over here fretting about my stock. You see, all my cargo was stolen by a pack of goblins. If I miss the deadline, that means I'll be in breach of contract, which means lost market share, lost trust, lost companions, just a whole world of serious headaches. Oh god, sorry. Can't even recover my cargo from the goblins before the deadline. I'll make it well worth your time. Can I trust this important task to you? Sure thing, buddy. Fantastic. The cargo was stolen by goblins west of the Pillar Divinity. I'll be waiting for your good news. Seriously, goblins? Oh, that is far. But here we go. I am going with my trusted ball, which people think it's an egg. Am I actually going to commit and go all the way? I might as well. I'm already halfway there. Whee! This is where I usually farm anyway. These little flowers. Ends up actually being quested by a lot in the cargo. The gold cargo. Whee! Boing! Boing! What's up, bitches? There really are a lot of goblins here. What's up? Try to get me. Wait, what? He just went there. It's just reminding me of that, it's just reminding me of the Season 3 first boss, where if you don't actually taunt it correctly, it'll just keep going around and around. It is an egg. What do you mean it is an egg? It is not an egg. It is not an egg. It is supposed to be a reference to hot air balloons. But it's not in balloon either. Also, I know you said that both in the YouTube and Twitch side. I see you, buddy. Also, welcome, Red Cat. I got your cargo. Hope I can get some of it. Half off. Can I get half of it? I know you're gonna be losing, but I still got your cargo back. I've done half a job. Oink. Oink. What's up? I'm here. I knew you could do it, Adventure. Why are there 2 cargo boxes? Aren't they yours? This other box is the one they used to lure me into their trap. Were you? Nothing. Just a little accident on the road, you know? Tell me. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but since you got my cargo back, I suppose I should tell you. I was heading to the transport station with my goods as usual. As I was calculating my profits, I noticed something different. A box appeared right before my eyes on the empty highlands. What's more, it seemed like it was full of valuables. You wanted to keep it for yourself? Of course not. I was just worried about how anxious the person who lost it must be. Anyway, when I approached to look for clues about his owner, a group of goblins suddenly appeared and surrounded me. I could only watch helplessly as they stole my cargo and took both boxes away. I mean, I'm not gonna say you fell for that. What an obvious trap, though. I knew it was suspicious. Adventure, don't you have a habit of opening roadside chests too? I guess it's not that ridiculous. You know, I expect the goblins to set up a simple trap to catch animals. But people. I wonder if this change is related to that. Wait, who the fuck are you? Sorry. I overheard you discussing goblins and thought I should interrupt. I'm Clarice, a goblin researcher. There's so many mercies in the game, I won't load yours in a search. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know there were so many mercies, because Whenever I go around, I don't see anybody with the same name than me. But if you at least recognize the profile pic, I think that will be enough. But even the UID, I think I can just like try to see through the bot, or just like try to see after I'm done with this quest. Just try to take up like a print screen of my other screen that I have, and just try to note down the UID. I'm not going to be saying word by word. I'm not going to say word number by number. A goblin researcher. I'm interested in the changes you mentioned. Could you elaborate? I want to know too. I compared the temporal and the spatial disturbances of goblin leaders in the Highlands, and I have reason to suspect a goblin trickster may be involved. Besides an intelligent leader, the goblins have become much more cunning. Leader? Perhaps the adventurers prefer to call them elites? Based on current data, goblin groups with a leader show changes in combat power, making them harder to deal with. Oh, you already added me. Okay. It seems to be based on past combat data of goblins. Still, maybe for a powerful adventurer like you, such a small change in goblin groups shouldn't even be worth mentioning. So if the goblin trickster is defeated, will the other goblins become less intelligent? This is one of the chapters I've been researching. I need to defeat the goblin trickster in question to test that hypothesis. Unfortunately, I'm not the best fighter, so I can really defeat it myself. Hey, actually, adventurer, could I trust you with another task? Help me defeat the goblin trickster. Want revenge? I'll just be helping this scholar get some data. How about it, adventurer? I'll add some extra rewards. Sure thing, buddy. Thank you so much. I'll definitely include your name in the paper's acknowledgements. Fame. Yeah, that would be awesome. Boing. Whee! Whee! This is such a great mount. Even though I was not really trying to get it, the fact that I got it anyway just makes it so great, because it is like one that just moves around very easily. It is still relatively fast. It does have this like loading mechanic. It is just so versatile for me. It's not the fastest, certainly, but it gets the job done. Also, I'm probably should not be jumping around too much because I still waste stamina in this area. Boink. Where are thou? Ooh, chest. Thank you. Oh god, I need to really scratch my eye here. Yeah. What's up? You couldn't do it even if you wanted to. Wait, did I open it? Yeah, I already did open it. Boing. Boing. Ah, someone still lives. It be gone. Clarice. I'm glad I tagged along. I've collected a ton of goblin combat data. This is a bit dangerous, though. Don't worry. With all the research on goblins I've done, I know plenty of ways to deal with them. By the way, the merchant seems busy checking his cargo and declaration lists. They asked me to give you the reward after you helped him take his revenge. It was revenge, after all. Either way, defeating the goblin trickster will make things safer from passing travelers. I need to continue my research. Hope to see you again. You are quite a very dedicated one. Next up is... oh, goblin research rules, of course. Well, it's gonna be Nita this time. Instead of like the lady. I think this might be my last quest. In about 7 minutes, I need to stop the stream. I'm already feeling a bit lazy already. Hey, it's been going well. Nita! I remember you. Ah, mercy. Could I ask you a favor? What is it, my lady? Well, there are several goblin camps in the Highlands. Recently, perhaps due to the spread of illusory blooms, the range of activity has expanded. You need to clear the camps? We'll actually commission the grave guards and adventurers to take care of them a few times. The goblins always make a quick comeback. There's a scholar who studies goblins who heard about it. He's here now, researching just what is about these plateau goblins and make them able to sprout back up so quickly. Clarice? So you know her. Right. She actually went to the goblins camp by herself. Didn't let anyone else go with her. We thought it must have been because she had some way to deal with the goblins alone. But we found this. She probably forgot it here. Observe the goblin camp in advance and quickly determine an escape route. Maintain distance from goblins. If discovered, evacuate immediately. Always carry the shiny mineral goblins like in your backpack to throw and distract them during escape. Or there's nothing. I'm pretty sure how she was planning to take care of the goblins. It's pretty worrying. Which way did she go? A pilgrim found this manual near the Pillar Divinity. She might have headed to the goblin camp of the northwest. A manual? Clarice! You addicted to goblins, girl. You need to stop. You're violating the laws of the goblins. I'm trying to make references here. Oh shit. Whee! That is so great to be flying around. And here we go. I'm here, bitch. Why did they chase me all the way here? Well, they're goblins. They're gonna be like goblins. They're gonna not stop. So they get shiny things. Anything goblins want. Wait, do you also get gold? Adventure! I'm saved! It is the adventure, not just an adventure. It's me. It's me, bitch. You know me. Am I okay? Fire divines be praised. Thank you for your help, adventure. It seems my research manual alone was enough to escape a pack of goblins. Did I interrupt him? Is this your research manual? Wait, you say him. Is it a girl? No, I'm fine. That's the one I left at the Pillar Divinity. So you've already seen it. Since we're on the topic, part of it is summarizes from when I observed your last battle with that goblin trickster. What do you think of my findings, adventure? You call these findings? Oh, worthless. These are techniques meant for ordinary people to help them escape if they run into a pack of goblins in the wild. This Goblin Research Manual is the product of my in-depth research of goblin habits and combat styles, as well as countless simulations. Why did you write it then? Just as part of my own research on goblins originally. Goblin swarms are a serious threat to ordinary people. It's not like I can just defeat the goblins like you adventurers, right? So I needed some ways to escape. Which, how cunning and dangerous goblins are, a Goblin Research Manual is a must. Seems like it doesn't really work well in practice. About that, I have a request for you, adventure. Nita's still waiting for us at camp. Nita? She must have been the one who asked for you to come, right? I will remember your kindness. However, my request still has to do with the increased danger of the goblin settlements. Fine. Goblins aren't usually smart enough to cut off my escape route so quickly. I suspect these changes in the goblins have something to do with their leader, the goblin shaman. Now, previously it was a trickster, now it's a shaman? That's right. The combat power of a goblin tribe is linked to its leader. The stronger the leader, the higher the tribe's threat level. My investigation suggests the goblin shaman is nearby, which may be why so many goblins are gathering here. So nothing to do with the illusionary blooms. I referenced studies by other scholars on the effect illusionary blooms have on island creatures. I think we can rule that out for now. So I'd like to ask you to defeat the goblin shaman. If my theory is correct, the danger level of nearby goblin tribes will drop once you're done so. Then passing travelers will be much safer. Why do I have a feeling you're planning something, woman? You're definitely planning something, aren't you? Wait. Where is gonna be your stick? It's gonna be way up high there. Good heavens. Oh. Up. Oh, you're there, actually. It was still loading. It is quite a lot, though. Okay, the other ones don't seem to be paying mind to me. Oh, no, I need to go back to Nita? Not even Clarice? I wonder if I can just go and skip most of the area. Ooh, chest. Let me go through here. I don't think I've ever been through this area. This is like a Season 2 area. Ooh, okay. What? And yeah, Nita and Clarice are already together. Good. By the grace of the Fire Divines, they were gone for a long time. Did you run into goblins? Are you hurt? The created gods considered taking out the goblin shaman before, but couldn't spend the manpower. Thank you for taking the trouble, Adventure. It's a lot of trouble to clear out goblins, isn't it? The more of them there are, the greater the chance people will run into danger. That's why everyone needs my research manual. Looks like I need to speed up my research. I think escape manual for goblin encounters would be more accurate. I admire your dedication, Miss Scholar, but for safety's sake, it's better not to face goblins alone. There will always be someone around to save you, especially saving your butt. Thank you for your concern. However, as a scholar, I've long been prepared for the physical dangers of research. I don't think so. Adventure, I'm guessing you won't stop just because there might be danger ahead, right? This experience reminded me that my research is still lacking. I need to absorb and analyze more battles between adventurers and goblins. Maybe next time I can hire an adventurer to demonstrate how to fight higher level goblins. By the way, adventurer, here's your reward for saving me. Please accept it. I'm not like for you when the time comes to verify my next manual. Oh god, lady. Ah, me tits. I know goblins are cool shit. Oh, I still have another quest with you. Very soon. But yeah. Can I actually put myself to do, oh, balls. Each drum band is not going to be active. I don't think it's going to be active no more, actually. At least not for today. So I think I'm going to stop it right here for today. My voice is nearly gone. I did say I was going to be, like, probably yap less for, like, a few areas, but I only, like, yap less on, like, just the mining part, just, like, the focus grind. This very small focus grind. And the rest, I never stopped. So I'm gonna have to drink heaps of water, just, like, drink something that, that really suits my throat, because I still want to be able to talk tomorrow. Even though I'm not gonna have any streams tomorrow, but I still hope I still have a voice tomorrow. That's all I'm praying. But anyway, let's up on right up to the next scene. Whew, okay. It's already getting a bit hot. I need to open up stuff. I need to actually just not feel the breeze from my air conditioner. Shh. Woo! Okay. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. Don't forget we got don't forget I'll be joining you guys now on Friday. It's gonna be the usual dislike stream. Yeah, you are correct, Rat. We give hugs. You are correct. Thank you for correcting Get out there. But yeah, now it's gonna be now the next stream is gonna be only the dislike stream on Friday. And maybe I can start once we get to that day, maybe I can start pulling for Jacqueline. Maybe. Let's see. And if you want to see more Bull Protocol Star Hazards, join me every Monday at the usual time. If you're here for random games, I'm only going to be putting the new voting poll only on Wednesday. I'm still going to have to look around for, like, interesting games to play. Like, try to take advantage of sales while they're up. So, hopefully I can find something really interesting to play on Sunday, because currently the only options I'll have will be Hi-Fi Rush and that one League of Legends game, but they're probably still pretty pricey. So let's see if I can still find some other games to play. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and for all my lovely angels, hope you have a lovely night. Wait, you play Wild Rift? No, I don't play Wild Rift. I used to play League though, like the normal League, but no, I don't play Wild Rift. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and for all my lovely angels, hope you have a lovely night. And see you again soon. My throat really needs to rest. Bye-bye!